little bit more about that is huge for us, so we're looking forward to it.
Really excited to have Rob White got here today, the commissioner of CIF. It's neat that he's made that a priority, coming and talking to kids and making it a priority that we see positive in sports and that all that comes out on a regular basis.
Try to win. Never, ever give up on trying to win. But when you do it with honor. For yourself, for your school, for your family, for your community, for those that care about you, like your coaches, your athletic directors, your superintendents, your principals, the people that have invested in you. You want to do it right for them as well. And so that's what we want to talk about. Pursuing victory, but with honor.
I think this is so important for the community and the CIF and CBO all together. Is it will bring more people together and it will combine all sports and all the rivalries to come and bond and enjoy themselves while they play when they can. I get to see kind of athletes that have the same goal as I do.
We hear a lot of stuff every day about how divided we are. We can't get along because we're different colors. We have different race and ethnic backgrounds. We speak different languages. We believe in different religions. Some of us in what they call socioeconomic are at a higher level than others that may not be as high on the socioeconomic level. And all we're told is that we can't get along because of those differences that divide us. And I have a simple answer for that. I don't believe it. And the reason I don't believe it, because I say, look at a high school sports team. Look at the young men and women in this room.
On today's Bridging Futures, a conversation with RUSD alum Russell Carter.
Hi, I'm Russell Carter, known as Dennis Carter. When I attended J.C. Boyd, my parents moved to Rialto in early '53. I did maybe a month or so at Watson Kindergarten. J.C. Boyd first opened along with Henry. And since J.C. Boyd was in South Rialto, the photo pictures, I went through the albums, we found that it's South Rialto School, but we also have all the teachers. So thanks to my mother, I have the great pictures of first, second, third. What really got me interested in math and sciences was that the school district, when I was in the 4th grade, summer to 5th, they offered optional by invite summer school in the sciences, and we went to the California museums. This is the International Geophysical Year. It's the year that the Sputnik went around, and it really got me excited with math and science. One of the things I really encourage students to do is you don't have to be an A student. I was always right there at a B plus area. I had to work harder, and I think I actually did better in the work environment than somebody who you always think of as, well, he's the smartest kid in school, but he doesn't really have to work hard. But getting good grades takes effort, but in the long term it really pays off. That I became an engineer, electrical engineering degree. I have a master's in computer science, a master's in business administration, and I applied it into the scientific world, being a rocket scientist.
On today's Bridging Futures, we celebrate our wonderful RUSD school counselors during National School Counseling Week.
Hello everyone, my name is Cuauhtemoc Avila, Superintendent of Schools here in the Rialto Unified School District. Today I want to thank each counselor for going above and beyond what is expected of them in order to provide optimal guidance for our students during their educational journey. Their work does not go unnoticed, and on behalf of the Board of Education and myself, I want to personally thank each of you for the work that you do. Now let's hear from some of our amazing counselors.
Hey everyone, Mr. Ed here at JU Middle School. What's up? All right. The best thing about being a counselor in the Rialto Unified School District, I'm telling you right now, is that I have the best job in this district because you get to work with the families, you get to work with the kids, you get to work with the community.
What I love about counseling is just building a relationship with students and really getting to know them and also providing services for them. What I want parents to know and community members to know about counseling is that we do more than just schedule changes. We also can impact and help families and provide services for them. What motivated me to be a counselor is because when I was in high school, I had some bad experiences with counselors. And so when I became a teacher, I realized that I had a better connection with my students because I was able to talk to them and get to know them and they felt comfortable with me. So I decided to leave teaching and become a counselor so I can be that support for them.
I think counselors are super important because even though they've got teachers and they've got other adults in their life, our specific job is to look at what they're doing right now and to help them to see why it matters and what options they're going to have after high school. So go counselors.
I really enjoy making a difference in these kids' lives. It's really rewarding when I bump into them out in the community and they indicate that I've made a difference in their lives.
She's saying that to us to be quiet.
Good evening. Buenas noches. Tonight we have a full agenda ahead of us, but first let's open our school board meeting with Kolb Middle School student Natalie Magaña, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Thank you, Natalie. And now, under the leadership of Kolb Music Director, Mr. Nathaniel Robinson, the String Trio with Miriam Watkins, Ivy Gutierrez, and Crystal Calara will perform a minuet by J.S. Bach.
Johann Sebastian.
And we have another performance. The second group will be a quintet with Matthew Rosario, Juliana Baltiera, Natalie Magana, Alina Matthews, and Guy Ragon, performing Habanera by Georges Bizet. Thank you, Mr. Robinson, co-principal, Mr. Armando Arteaga, and parents for coming out on this rainy night to watch the great student musicians. Go Cougars!
Because we have some people in the audience that are so excited about that. PowerPoint presentation? It's up to you.
Yeah. Which one?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
If they can wait.
We could do this one.
We have an adjourned closed session.
Oh, I know.
We have to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Thank you. Do we have a report out of closed session?
We do.
I'm sorry. Do we have a motion to adjourn closed session?
So moved.
Do we have all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we'll go ahead and start with that report.
Yes, the Board of Education took action to accept the termination and unpaid suspension of classified employee number 1682139. The roll call vote was unanimous. The Board of Education accepted the request for an extension of leave of absence for classified employee number 1935828, February 16, 2019 through August 16, 2019. The roll call vote was unanimous. And the Board of Education accepted the request for an extension of the leave of absence for classified employee number 1489129, February 22nd, 2019 through August 22nd, 2019. The roll call vote was unanimous.
Thank you, Dr. Avila. Next, we go to adoption of the agenda, and we do have some recommendations by staff to pull from the following section, reference J 2.3 of the agenda, and that's the place on the 39-month reemployment list. Carmen Alvarez, noon duty aide, Warner Elementary School, 2/16/2019. Jeff Bolin, maintenance worker 3, welder maintenance and operations, February 26, 2019. And Bertha Perez, clerk typist, Casey Elementary School, February 22nd, 2019. So we will be pulling these names and this portion of that item of the agenda that will not be included in tonight's agenda. And then I'd also like to entertain and request for the board to approve moving item B3 to item 1, and then item 4 to be item 2. So 3 will be first, then second will be item 4, and then we can do item 1, and then last item 2, if that's okay. So we would start with the 2018 USDA Food and Nutrition Services Western Region Summer Sunshine Award for RUSD Nutrition Services. That would be the first item. The second item would be recognition of third grade teachers. And then the third item would be the DSAC committee speakers. And then the fourth item would be the strategic mid-year update. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Preferential vote?
Aye.
Thank you very much. So that takes us to presentations for item B, and we'll begin with item 3. And that's the 2018 USDA Food and Nutrition Service Western Region Summer Sunshine Award, RUSD Nutrition Services.
Sure.
Can our DSAC students go first so their parents can take them home? Is that okay? It's up to you, President Montes.
That's fine.
Is that okay?
That's fine. So we've had a change of plans. And I do apologize. I keep forgetting it's a school night, and homework needs to be done, and dinner probably still needs to be made. We'll begin with our high school district student advisory committee DSAC speakers. Please take it away, Jasmine.
First up, we have Alan Palma from Rialto High School.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Alan Palma, and I'm a proud student of Rialto High School, and I am here to share with you the great things taking place at Rialto High School this month. Our winter blood drive was a great success with 343 nights donating blood. Shout out to our medical pathway students for all their help. Last week we welcomed 8th graders from Frisbee, Rialto Middle, and J. Hugh to our class of 2023 presentation. We are very excited to work with all of our new nights. Rialto Athletics continue to shine with our girls soccer making it to the playoffs. Our cheer earning their 4th straight Champions Cup, boys basketball earning their 5th San Andreas League title as co-champs with Ike, and boys soccer also earning a back-to-back league title. Boys soccer is currently taking on East Side right now for round 3 of CIF. Let's go Knights. Our annual Sadie Hawkins event at Calskate is tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. We are very excited to host elementary schools for our Read Across America event on March 8th. And I'd like to personally invite you all to come out and see our spring musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which opens March 6th through 9th at 7 p.m. Before ending this evening, I'd like to remember our head librarian, Mr. Frazier. If you have been to any of our events at Rialto High, chances are you have seen Mr. Frazier playing the bagpipes in front of the library he loved. We are sad to report Mr. Frazier passed away on Monday. He will be greatly missed by all of us, and I would like to leave you with one of his favorite quotes. There are a few more impressive sights in the world than a Scotsman on the make. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on our campus and at our events. Have a great evening, and happy Valentine's Day.
Next up, we have Nyla Robertson from Carter High.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Nyla Robertson, ASB Vice President at Carter High School. I hope everyone is having an outstanding Black History Month. For the first part of this line report, I'd like to recap some major accomplishments and past events at Carter. I'd like to congratulate Carter class of 2019 star football player Devontae Bridges, signed his national letter of intent for a full scholarship to play at Fresno State University. Congrats to Coach Hennessy and the boys wrestling program. They placed 2nd place this past weekend at the Eastern Division Championship. Carter had 2 wrestlers become champions of their weight class, Brian Palafox and Ethan Erickson. Carter nationally ranked hockey star Everett Bailey is graduating an entire school year early in his pursuit to turn pro as a top 5 high school hockey goalie in the nation. Carter High School Orchestra played in the San Bernardino County Honor Orchestra this year. Students Lauren Dunn on violin and Janelle Pizon on viola will perform, and the most accomplished string players in the county at the University of Redlands on February 23rd at 7 p.m. We had a lot to be proud of and to celebrate in the months of January and February. Now I'd like to briefly go over upcoming events and invite you all to join us. February 14th, we have our Valentine's Day Love Lunch. February 15th, we have our 9th grade sneak peek. February 20th, we have our Carter Cheer Appreciation Day. February 22nd, we have our BSLA Black History Assembly. And March 1st, we have our Spring Sports Rally. We would like to invite you all to our February 22nd BSLA Black History Assembly. Thank you, Board of Education, Dr. Avila, and our viewing audience. Have a great night.
Next up, we have Cesar Ramos from Eisenhower High School.
Good evening, Honorable Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Avila, and viewing audience. My name is Cesar Ramos, and I proudly represent Eisenhower as our ASB President. Last month has been eventful at Eisenhower. We would like to first congratulate senior Torian Ward, who committed to Chadron State for football, Satoa Lamea, who committed to the University of Utah for football, Daniel Godina committed to the University of Arkansas for football as well, and Taylor Jackson committed to UC Merced for soccer. Fly high, Eagles. We would also like to congratulate our girls basketball team for making it to the first round of CIF, our boys basketball team for making it to the second round of CIF, and our wrestling team for competing in regionals, especially freshman Fatima, who will be competing for CIF Masters and will wrestle this Friday. Outstanding job and good luck. Past February 1st, we held our winter formal at the Family Louis Playhouse in Victoria Gardens, where our Eagles took a break from school and had some fun. We also held our annual senior supper with an incredible attendance in which seniors spent time with each other and decided that our prom theme will be Le Jardin de l'Amour, which translates to Garden of Love. Our senior activities will be held March 13th, where we will start our day at Six Flags and continue to Big Oz. We are very excited. On Saturday, February 2nd, Eisenhower's green and gold teams competed in the San Bernardino County Academic Decathlon, subject exams, and super quiz with about 45 other teams. Our green team, varsity, scored a 44, and our gold team, JV, scored a 33. The majority of the other teams scored in the 20s, so we did an amazing job. The JV team scored higher than a lot of other schools' varsity teams. Francisco Hernandez from the green team was also awarded third place in economics, second in interview, and first place in mathematics. Incredible job, Eagles. We also hosted a very successful blood drive on February 5th. Thank you to all of our donors. And lastly, our Linkroot team has dedicated multiple hours in completing their mission to help freshmen succeed in high school and have already hosted an A-list luncheon where we brought in and out to every freshman with straight A's to encourage them to continue their amazing work. We served 96 freshmen. We also hosted an assembly for the startup of WESC, led by Linkroot President Kiara Perez and Linkroot Vice President Phoenix Ray. We have also dedicated time to help freshmen with their academics so that they continue to succeed by providing tutoring 2 days a week during lunch, where our leaders help our freshmen with any subject they may be struggling on. And tomorrow, Linkroot will deliver Valentine grams to every freshman, as will ASB to every Eisenhower student, to remind them of how special they are. So when people ask me if I have Valentines, I could say yes. I do. Thank you, leaders. I am thrilled to report our success to you. We wish you well and a blessed rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next we go to.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you again. Next we go to 2018 USDA Food and Nutrition Service Western Region Summer Sunshine Award, awarded to RUSD Nutrition Services, the entire department.
You want me to help them with the class? Or you got? Oh, the class maybe. The literacy. No, I haven't. Check. You can check.
Put my sunglasses on. You know, before I read this, think back to when you were a child, kindergarten, first grade, and maybe your parents were in a hurry, and they dropped you off, and you hadn't eaten. First thing you wanted to do is put your head on that desk and go to sleep. But not at this school district. Our kids are not going to go to sleep because they're going to be given a chance, because they're going to be energized. And if you see what I'm surrounded by with the yellow birds here, this is all about sunshine. And they bring sunshine to our district. So with that in mind, I'll read you a little excerpt here. This Sunshiny Award means that some people were just born to shine. On December 13th, 2018, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, Western Region announced that our district's nutritional services was the recipient of the 2018 Western Region Summer Sunshine Award for the category Innovative and Impactful Enrichment Activities. The Summer Sunshine Awards recognizes sponsors who operate exemplary summer meal programs. The USDA Western Region offices uses the Summer Sunshine Awards to acknowledge the outstanding achievements and hard work of summer meals programs. Operators in the Summer Food Services Program Through the Seamless Summer Option, SSO, a review panel awarded 8 California summer meal sponsors for their outstanding efforts in the following categories. 1, bringing the farm to summer meals. 2, excellence in community partnerships. 3, providing enrichment activities. 4, raising community awareness. 5, reaching rural, tribal, and/or unserviced communities. Mohammed Islam is right across from us. Assistant Superintendent of Business Services gave much credit to Mrs. Fawcett Rahman Davies, to my right here. Definitely deserves that. Agent of Nutritional Services, Fawcett, this is what he said, has done an exceptional job with implementing the Community Eligibility Provision, CEP, program, which feeds all the students district-wide for free. That deserves another round of applause. In addition to that, they have implemented the Breakfast in the Classroom, BIC program, to ensure that students receive a nourishing start to their school day. Nutritional Services has been instrumental in exploring special grants for fresh fruits, vegetables, and helping students plant vegetable gardens to learn and enjoy the benefits of fresh, nutritious, and healthy foods. I'll add, I had a basket last week. In fact, every board member, I used some of my fruits. I used the oranges, and I made a bundt cake with it. The first one, we put it on Facebook. In honor of those kids. She goes above and beyond to serve our students and the community. The board and our superintendent also acknowledges that Mrs. Rahman Davies, a.k.a. Fawcett, successfully led the Nutritional Services Department with over 200 employees to provide a seamless summer kickoff event in June 2018. Another barbecue in July 2018 for the summer feeding program. Ms. Davis stated, if you would like to read that, you could. If not, I'll read it for you, but okay. Okay, you got your own? Okay, we'll assist. This is what Fawcett said. She said, summer is a time when many food service programs begin to minimize their services. The commitment by my team has allowed us to remain focused on what matters, providing nutritious meals that will fuel our kids throughout the summer and provide daily activities that bridge what they learn during the school year. Through partnerships with the community and with our educators of our district, we were able to provide daily activities that range from literature and STEM to meeting our city's first responders. It takes a village to shape the lives of our children, and when things all come together, it is like magic. Fawcett, we thank you and we thank you and our entire nutritional services workers are an outstanding group of excellent support providers for our children. Thank you so much. Here is your leadership plaque. Okay, we have more. Here it is, down there. We have more plaques than one. Fawcett, I want to present you with the first plaque. Certificate of Recognition presented from Rialto Unified School District on February 13th, 2019. And this is presented to Fawcett Rahman Davies, Agent Nutritional Services Supervisor. We appreciate what you do for our children every day, and we're so proud of you. You've raised the bar. I hope other communities see what we're doing here, follow suit for their children. Okay, so I guess we're going to pass out some plaques, but before we do that, Fawcett, let me give you the mic if you'd like to say something.
Good evening, Good evening, Dr. Avila, Superintendent, Board of Education, Mr. President Edgar Montes. I'm very, very nervous. I was going to actually already say everything I was going to say before, but then I will go back to a village I'm going to go step back from a village where I came from. A village back all the way in West Africa, Nigeria. There's a word, it takes a village to raise a child. And that's 100% true. When community comes together, whether the Board of Education for their support, Dr. Avila for unwavering support, money day 9 since I took over, believing in me and trusting me to lead this department. The support of the PTA, teacher, educator, principals, my boss, Mohammed Islam, Jasmine, Ed, Stem, so many people coming together. It's like building a bridge. So when everybody comes together, and whether it's a small impact or big impact, we make magic happen. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm very grateful to have my team right here with me tonight. I'm just one single person. Like he said, I have 200 employees. So those ladies and men, they're very hardworking for what they do, and they sincerely care for our kiddos right here in Rialto. So this is my village, a village full of love, serving people that care. A leader told me once, you have to be on your A game, and he's sitting right here, and that's Dr. Avila. Every single day I come to work, I have to be on my A game. I have to live with my heart, and we're doing that. So I will continue to provide the best for our children of Rialto Unified School District. Thank you.
Well said, and I would. Okay, 2 more presentations. I only had notes for 1. Oh, okay, we do have others coming up. Please.
3 more presentations.
I'll make. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Daniel Peden. I represent Assemblymember Eloise Gomez-Reyes, and we're also here tonight to recognize Fasat for her great work. The Assemblymember definitely wanted to let her know that your work is meaningful for our community, and thank you for everything that you have done, especially with this program, as well as your team. So we do have a certificate for your team as well, and thank you very much, and congratulations on your Summer Sunshine Award.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kurt Lewis. I'm with Congressman Pete Aguilar's office. Last summer, I had the privilege of attending one of the barbecues of this team, and I understand why they won. I'm not surprised at all that they were winners there, and I look forward to next year to seeing you again. Am I going to get an invitation for next year? Okay, all right, very good. Well, in that case, I'm going to give you, just make this short and say we wanted to thank you for everything that you've done and for everybody who's contributed to the Seamless Summer Food Service Program. And for that, we certainly wanted to recognize the hard work, the drive, and the passion that you put into the program, and we look forward to do that. And on behalf of Congressman Pete Aguilar, I wanted to just give certificates to everyone who was involved. I have a certificate for the Child Summer Youth Service Department, or SAD. I'll just call them off, and you can get them out later on. And the Unified School District itself, and the Board of Education. So thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry. Good evening. Thank you. Good evening to the board, Dr. Avila, and the residents of Rialto. My name is Julie, and I'm here on behalf of Congresswoman Norma J. Torres, representing California's 35th Congressional District. I am here to gladly present several certificates to the following: Agent Rahman Davies, Superintendent Dr. Avila, Rialto Unified School District and its Board of Education, and lastly, the Rialto Child Nutrition Department. These certificates are in recognition of your seamless summer feeding program. Your hard work will now ensure every child within our community has a nutritious meal throughout the year. Thank you for this amazing accomplishment. As we all know, it was a collaborative effort between you, the community, and your dedicated staff. Congratulations.
Everything has already been said, and I don't want to belabor the point. But I'm here on behalf of Senator Connie Leyva, and she also asked me to come to present these certificates of recognition from the State Senate. And so rather than reading it and telling you, repeating what everyone else has said, commending you for your great work, we have the certificate for you, Fawcett, but I want to acknowledge your fantastic team. And I want to tell you, not only from Senator Leyva, but from a very grateful community, that you have made a very positive impact on this community, that the services that you provide, that the not just nutrition-wise, but just how you have engaged our community. And that's innovative. So again, I won't belabor the point, but on behalf of Senator Connie Leyva, we thank you so very much.
Yes, I have another plaque to pass out. But before I pass out this plaque here, I'd just like to make a comment to everyone here that's viewing and listening to this presentation, is that our employees mean a lot to us here at this school district, okay? This is just a small example of what happens here at Rialto Unified School District. We have tough decisions this dais, this board has to make at every board meeting, but at times we have to, behind closed session, make decisions whether or not we're going to approve something that may offend a group or two. But when we make those decisions, I can tell you right now, those decisions are made to save people like you see behind me. So I hope you understand what I said tonight. Sometimes I'm not clear with my words, but I meant what I said.
Okay, let's get all nutrition services up here for a picture, please. All nutrition services.
And this flag goes to the Department of Nutritional Services. I'm sure about that. You'll hang this in a place that can be viewed by all the employees, because they definitely deserve it.
Can we have nutrition services leaders in the middle here, real quick? Come on over here. I'll stop in the middle, and then you need you around. Show me all those beautiful plaques and certificates. Board of Education, can you please get behind them?
Okay, let's get let's get all nutrition services first.
Yeah.
They're the ones that do the work day in and day out.
Anybody that wants to be a part of it, come on in. Now this is going to be tricky. We can do the certificates later. This is the live televised board meeting, so if somebody can listen to me real quickly, if we can get in a little bit closer, and everybody does this on one side. Perfect. You guys already know what you're doing. Okay, and can I please have my board?
Get them first.
Okay.
Get them first.
Well, we've got Mr. Ayala and all of them. I don't want to lose them. Hi. Okay, so this is the Nutrition Services Department. Is there anyone from Nutrition Services Department that's taking a picture and not in this picture? I really want you in the picture. Okay. Now, if we can all look at this way, like the camera's right here. Be careful. Make sure you're looking right at this young lady first, please, because that's what my Facebook is. You guys ready? Big smile. 2, 3. One more. And remember, I'm just reminding you guys, this is all on television. You can see this forever. You ready? So big smile. 2, 3. And we will share the pictures. Feel free to share the pictures. Once they're on Facebook, they're yours. Once they're on Twitter, they're yours, okay? Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much. Later on today, I'll put it on the district. I wore yellow. My hair.
You got it.
Just say hello.
Hey, how you doing, Kurt?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you.
Those people who speak.
I love it when somebody says, "Can you handle this?"
Okay.
I love it. I don't even know what it is.
You did a great job, though. Kept it seamless. Everything. It was good. It was good.
How about them lunch ladies?
And men.
That's why we got to balance this budget to keep this people employed.
And next, we will be going on to item 4, recognition of third grade teachers for students that met or exceeded high level of standards in English Language Arts, ELA, California Assessment of Student Performance and Progress, CASP. And Ms. Nancy O'Kelly and Mrs. Jasmine Valenzuela, please take it away.
Good evening, board. Dr.
Good evening.
Avila.
I think something's wrong with that microphone right there.
Is there? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
Don't worry, they'll be able to hear me.
If we could have our third grade teachers come in and just sort of line up so that they're available. Good evening. My name is Jasmine Valenzuela. I'm the lead academic agent here in Rialto for liberal arts, literacy, and intervention. And first of all, we'd like to thank the board and superintendent and our innovation team for recognizing our teachers tonight. As you know, the district's focus and early literacy initiative has emphasized that all children in the Rialto Unified School District are to be proficient in reading by the end of third grade. We have placed an emphasis on third grade because we know that third grade is the vital grade in which students will indicate whether they will succeed for the rest of their academic career. And these third grade teachers demonstrated that children can learn at high levels, and they had over 50 to 90% of their students in their classroom in the 2017-2018 CAS Reading English Language Arts, which is the state test, who either met or exceeded the standards in reading language arts. And that is quite an accomplishment. So let's give them a round of applause. So we will be calling the names of our teachers, but I'd like to mention those who couldn't make it tonight, such as Billy Cox from Warner, Lori Hicks from Dollahan, Darlene Liptick from Trapp, Alexandra Madrid from Curtis, Shannon McWright from Myers, Imelda Mendez from Preston, and Eva Rashid from Fitzgerald, and Nang Tath Selzek from Myers, Rafaela Valenzuela from Casey, and Heather Warby from Morris. So they couldn't be here tonight, but we are very thankful for our teachers who did make it tonight. So without further ado, I'd like to say that these teachers exemplify what Rialto Unified School District is working to achieve throughout the district. Literacy is the road to success and the key to success, and we want to see all of our students succeed with excellent instruction and learning for a bright and successful future. So we'd like to, are we going to announce the names, or are you going to read something? Okay, yes, okay, so Ms. O'Callaghan will be reading.
Well, this is so exciting because for us to make these strides in third grade means everything to those kids, because they're going to have a much easier time as they get older and move on. According to RUSD lead innovation agent, Mr. Kelly Bruce, people closest to the public education school system know, and he quotes, "The true learning that occurs in a classroom is through the positive relationship of the willing and eager student and the knowledgeable and compassionate teacher. The power of instruction greatness remains in the classroom, and tonight is a testament of the talented and dedicated teachers we have in our district." In the Rialto Unified School District, our focus remains in raising academic growth for our students. We are extremely proud to honor some exceptional third grade teachers tonight who are being recognized by the Board of Education tonight. The district's focus and early literacy initiative has emphasized that all children in the RUSD are to be proficient in reading by the end of third grade. I happen to know the superintendent has made a bet with other superintendents that he will do it first. So, no pressure though, right? Well, those third grade teachers demonstrated that children can learn at high levels, and they had over 50 to 90% of the third grade students in their class who met or exceeded reading proficiency in their 2018 CAS scores in reading and English language arts. These students exemplify what RUSD is working to achieve throughout the district. Literacy is the road to success, said Mrs. Jasmine Valenzuela, academic agent of liberal arts, literacy, and intervention. She added, "We want to see all of our students succeed with excellent instruction and learning for a bright and successful future." On behalf of us, the Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Avila, we thank you, teachers. We do value your time and your dedication to your students. And Mrs. Valenzuela, are you going to call their names?
I can hand them.
Okay.
Mr. Bruce, please call their names. And then, that's why I'm kind of hoping if we can have you over here so we do it separately so we can get a picture of you, if you don't mind coming down over here. And then when we call you, the majestic teacher comes up.
Okay.
We're going to get this right.
Okay.
Ready?
If the site principal is here, we'd like you to join your teacher when they receive their plaque. So first up is Molly Gutierrez from Dollahan. Sure, that'd be wonderful. Next up is Teresa Alvarado from Morris Elementary.
Come on up.
Deborah Gonzalez, Simpson Elementary.
We're going to call one more and take back a picture. So we're going to
Okay.
Oh, that was Simpson.
Sandra Travan from Trapp Elementary School.
Okay, so if we can have you up front a little bit. There you go. My teacher's up front. A little bit more. Don't be shy. Turn around, turn around. And the principal's with you. Get a little bit closer. A little bit closer. I want to see the certificate. Okay, and then if the Board of Education can please come behind me real quick. And then we're going to do this the same way. Taking a professional picture, we're going to put it on Facebook. We'll make sure that your principals get it as well, and they're all yours. You need to look at this young lady. Okay, go ahead. Mr. Samantha, and Mr. Kelly, please join us. And Jasmine, Valenzuela, come on, please. And get a little bit closer. And I want you guys all to smile like Miss Jasmine Hernandez with the biggest smile that she has. Okay, hold on 1 second. There you go. Take it off through and on. 3 or 4, make sure that their eyes aren't closed. Big eye, yeah. Eye, get those.
Round 2, Karen Holguin from Cordiac Elementary School. Lori Searcy from Dullahan Elementary School. Delicia Shattuck from Henry Elementary School. Maureen Trainer from Kelly Elementary School. Kimberly Schnepp from Cordiac Elementary School.
All right, so this is good. And the same thing, teachers. Guys are weird. Up front. Closer. Closer. And one of the two. Yeah, there you go. Maureen. Look up. You have to be in the front. Okay. Everybody smile, look over here, bright eyes, give me a beautiful smile. Give me 1 second. Miss Jasmine, Mr. Bruce, come on in. There you go, on that side, perfect. Miss Valenzuela, we have to see you. Okay, right there. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, right over there, right over there. Everybody look at Miss Edith. Don't look at me. Okay. Got it? Got it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. All right.
Imelda Mendez from Preston Elementary School. Michelle Horner from Dunn Elementary School. Forgive me for the last name, but Jacqueline Lonteau from Boyd Elementary.
I know she's. Okay. Miss Walker, Board of Education, please come on out. Smaller group, you guys come up a little bit, please. Take 2 steps up. Honorees, teachers, please. Okay.
Before we take the picture, is there anyone here that we missed? Okay.
This side, a little bit closer. It's okay to do that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Jacqueline, straighten it. Okay, hold on, they're not ready. Give them a second. Everybody's tapping, having a good time, dude. Ready? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Board of Education, Superintendent Avila, and viewing audience. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Try to cheat the system. Right.
And I do apologize, but I am going to have to call for a 2-minute break. 2 minutes.
Right. What just happened? Oh, and Nancy's coming.
I need to get over there first.
Oh. No, I was like, is there a drill going on? All right. A 2-minute break.
I think it was about, but
No, I'm like, where was the 2-minute break? We had a 10:30 meeting. Right.
yes, that's fine. You just can't.
Okay, next. We go to item 2, which is the Strategic Mid-Year Update by Dr. Darren McDuffie, Lead Strategic Agent, Strategics, Congruence, and Social Justice. Also, Rhea MacGyver Gibbs, Lead Personnel Agent, Personnel Services, and Beth Curtis, Academic Agent, Liberal Arts and Literacy Intervention.
Thank you and good evening, President Montes, board members, Dr. Avila, and Rialto community. Tonight, I am here to provide you with an update of our Bridging Futures Through Innovation strategic plan. During the past year, since I've been in Rialto, the strategic plan and strategic thinking continues to pave the way to our students, for our students in Rialto Unified School District. As we kicked off our school year in August, we celebrated the first year of implementation of our strategic plan. It was an awesome event to display all the specific and strategic actions taken by the district and individual school sites. We have taken on the identity, and you heard it earlier, of bridge builders, with each of our stakeholders being an important participant in the design of our innovation bridge. Last year, the strategic planning team came together with Dr. Cook to examine and discuss our mission and beliefs, which are the very foundation of our strategic plan. It is what Dr. Cook would describe as continuous creation. Tonight, we want you to understand that it is a dynamic and organic plan and will change as people in our district change. I want to present to you what the strategic planning team brought forth to strengthen Rialto's beliefs and mission. Any revisions or changes to our mission and beliefs has to be brought forth to this board for approval. This will be an action item needing your approval later this evening. After my presentation of the revision of our beliefs and mission, Ms. Beth Curtis, Academic Agent, and Ms. Rhea MacGyver Gibbs, Lead Personnel Agent, will provide the board with a mid-year update on Year 2 implementation of our action plans. We met with the Strategic Planning Committee on February 1st to provide them with a similar update on Year 2 action plans and received feedback and suggestions for improving our action plans. So, I will begin by presenting the Planning Committee's recommendations for changes in our mission and beliefs. So as you see here, we have our original mission statement, and I'll read it. The mission of the Rialto Unified School District, the bridge that connects students to their future aspirations, is to ensure each student achieves personal and career fulfillment within a global society through a vital system distinguished by high expectations for student achievement, safe and engaging learning environments, effective family and community involvement, learning opportunities beyond the traditional school setting, and appreciation of cultural diversity. Now, we revised this in 3 areas. If you look at the first, after the first comma, you see the bridge that connects students to their aspirations for the future. I go back to the original, it says the bridge that connects students to their future aspirations. So we felt there needed to be a change there. As well as the first bullet, you see high expectation for student achievement. There's only one expectation, and that's high expectation for student achievement. And then finally, not just cultural diversity, but our beliefs, our mission should appreciate universal diversity. Moving to our revised belief statements. We have our original belief. There's unlimited power in all of us. Our strategic team revised that wording. There is boundless power in all of us. The next statement we revised, each person deserves to be treated with respect. We simply said, each person deserves respect. Next, we have high expectations lead to high achievement. As we talked about expectations, high expectation inspires high achievement. Risk is essential for success. We simply changed it to risk is essential to success. 3 more, we have the common goals take priority over individual goals, and we felt that that was not necessarily the meaning we wanted to have. Common and individual interests are reciprocal. We need both, and they need to be together. Then we have a strong community serves all of its members. We revised that to a strong community benefits all of its members. And finally, everyone has the ability to contribute to the good of the community. We shortened that up to say that everyone can contribute to the good of the community. And so those are our revised belief statements. Those 11, I believe, that are up there. Again, there's an action item that you'll need to approve later. And so we are moving to our mid-year review and our action plans. And we are presenting highlights. If we were to present all of the action plans, we'd be here for quite a while. So we are presenting highlights from each of those action plans. And for next up is Miss Rhea McIver-Gibbs, who will come up and present the action plans. Thank you.
Good evening, Board of Education and viewing audience. Beginning our year 2 mid-year review of action plans, we'll give you an overview of our strategic timeline year 2. We have 17 action plans that were phased for the 18-19 school year. On September 12th, plan leads were given assigned plans. And then on the 14th, they were trained on strategic software. And this software houses our plan, and we're able to input updates and keep track of plan progress. On October 28th, we reviewed each plan with the leads. February 1st, as Dr. McDuffie mentioned, we had a district mid-year progress report given to our district planning team. And this brings us to tonight, February 13th, our board update on year 2.
Good evening, everybody. Let's start with strategy 1, diverse avenues for learning both inside and outside of the classroom. a look at Plan 3, After School Fine Arts. What does that look like? Well, the elementary, it looks like VAPA teachers providing after-school enrichment to students. At the middle school, it looks like a new event called The Blank Canvas, where students can come and work with a trained VAPA specialist to create their own masterpieces. At high school, it looks like after-school programs with clubs that are both communicating and collaborating with elementary and school sites across the district, and also giving of their talents to the community at large. In Plan 6, after-school mentoring, we have Big Brother and Big Sister programs at many of our schools. We have Young Visionary and Youth Action Project working with African American students. And we're just starting at the middle school, Young Women's Empowerment. Strategy 2, rigorous and relevant instruction that supports each student's unique learning. Just recently, Dr. D'Souza has been hosting career cruising, where our middle school students have been exposed to the various opportunities of pathways at the high school so that they can get an idea of what they might be interested in. Also, there has been field trips of our fifth graders to what we're calling RISE, Rialto Inspires Science and Engineering, so that our fifth graders can get excited about what they're going to be learning in fifth grade. Plan 3, fostering creativity and risk-taking. One way that we're fostering creativity is through new seating, new furniture, and flexible seating for our students. Recently, Frisbee purchased a lot of different furniture for several classrooms, and the students are loving it. Just ask their librarian. The amount of people visiting the library has greatly increased with the new furniture. Another creative and innovative thing that we're beginning is through media services with Bridging Futures Through Innovation videos. If you haven't had a chance to check this out, please do so. It's our way of highlighting exciting events that are occurring throughout the district and how it connects to our strategic plan.
Strategy 3, create a culture of high expectations. Strategy 3, Plan 4, focuses on parent participation. On the left, you will see many things that we do within our district that are offered to our parents. Two that are highlighted on the screen are the Family Leadership Institute, and also there was a parent enrichment trip, Footsteps to Freedom, which is also known as the Underground Railroad Experience. Strategy 3, Plan 5, hands-on experiences for our students. We have a partnership with the West Valley Water District to provide field trips and speakers. And also our students had an opportunity to take part in college fairs, the UCAN College Fair, as well as a fair hosted at Carter High School. Strategy 3, Plan 6, academic, social, and emotional well-being. Our behavioral health staff revised the student study team report that teachers fill out when students are in need of assistance. In the area of social and emotional support, we have PBIS. And of course, 100% of our schools in Rialto are PBIS schools, and many receiving silver and bronze recognition.
Plan 4, bridging school and community learning opportunities. This year, we're highlighting Plan 11, a community focused on literacy. Over the summer, our educational service team teamed up with our newly award-winning nutritional services team to provide lunch and literacy, where books were given to students for them to read over the summer. Also, as we speak, field trips are being scheduled for all first and sixth grade students to attend our public libraries and get a library card so that we can get even more books into students' hands.
Strategy 5, ensure full engagement of Rialto Unified School District. Strategy 5, Plan 3, Outreach Resources and Programs. Well, our school year kicked off in July with a safe and healthy fair for our families for the Rialto School District, keeping our students safe and healthy. At the fair, students were given the opportunity to have free dental and health screenings. Our latest endeavor in this area is community safe school forums. School safety, it's up to us. The first forum was held on January 24th. The next is scheduled for February 21st, and one in March on March 12th. Strategy 5, Plan 4, Interactive Events and Activities. The picture on top features an exciting event that happened at Rialto High School with Advanced Placement Night. Parents and students were invited to come out and learn about the importance of and advantages of taking advanced placement courses. And the pictures on the bottom feature interactive math activities that occur in our classrooms. Strategy 6, an exemplary staff who meet the unique needs and aspirations of our diverse students. Strategy 6, Plan 1, staff experts in their field. Rialto is taking great steps to ensure that our administrators and staff are well trained. We have an Equity Institute in year 2, working with administrators and school site leaders towards developing an equity lens of social justice for our administration and classroom pedagogy. We also have many administrators participating in NISL, the National Institute of School Leaders. This program focuses on leadership development, and they cover many topics such as working with students with disabilities. Strategy 6, Action Plan 2, Knowledgeable, Skilled, and Engaged Staff. This picture focuses on when we honored our students for perfect math scores, but we also honored their teachers who work with them in the classroom, perfecting their math skills. And we have an assistant principal collaborative, developing our future school leaders. Strategy 6, Plan 3, high standards for staff. Examples of this is our PAR, Peer Assistance and Review Program, where permanent certificated staff mentor their peers. This is a partnership with REA and the Rialto Unified School District. We also have substitute teacher staff development, which focuses on building our capacity for substitute teachers in areas such as classroom management, Common Core instruction, and working with students with special needs.
Strategy 7, resources and assets are allocated and developed to directly support students' learning experiences. Action Plan 3, flexibility and responsibility in campus funding. We want principals to be innovative and creative, and we don't want funding to be an obstacle. So we've created a strategic funding request form that principals can submit and have these innovative ideas funded. We funded over 25 requests over the last 2 years, and things are being spent on things like this new room, medical pathway room at Carter High School, and innovative workspaces. Plan 4, socioeconomic resources. The Curtis T. Winton Parent Institute is providing numerous workshops for parents in these areas. We're also working to create trauma-sensitive schools that are working on restorative practices. We have 4 wellness centers built at our high schools and in progress at our middle schools.
And our last and final strategy is Strategy 8, streamline and simplify the dynamics of our organization. Strategy 8, Action Plan 3, features author Pam Allen, who visited the Rialto Unified School District, highlighting her book, Every Child a Super Reader. This was attended by administrators, intervention strategists, and third grade teachers, emphasizing the importance of literacy development. Next, Strategy A, Plan 5, current role descriptors. We've all heard of job descriptions, but in Rialto, we have role descriptors, which are also called mutual commitments and expectations, also called MC&Es. MC&Es differ from job descriptions. It's not just our duties. It's what we're committed to doing to improve the working and learning environment for our students and staff. All district managers have written MC&Es and inputted them, and they input them in our district software, which keeps track of our commitment to what we're going to do for our students as school leaders. So this concludes our presentation, and we thank you to all our action plan leads that are listed on the screen. These are the leaders that lead the programs, but it's our teams that help us do the work.
But that's not all. We have some new, exciting information that just came in today, so I want to give you the latest. Just yesterday, we found out that Myler High School has received the award of Model Continuation School. So congratulations to Myler. They're one of only 33 schools to be designated as a model continuation school. Awesome. Today, Myers Elementary and Trapp Elementary placed in the Rube Goldberg competition regionally, and the Myers team will be traveling to the national competition in April. Congratulations to Trapp and Myers. And yesterday, our district team submitted their final paperwork, and we are eagerly awaiting, and fingers are crossed, that we will be receiving a national green ribbon district. Remember, we have received the state recognition for the last 2 years, and we're just waiting to hear about this national award. So as you can see, exciting news is occurring daily as Rialto Unified School District implements our strategic plan.
I just want to say really quickly that everything that we do in this district reflects what the strategic plan is all about. When we talk about our nutrition department and what they're doing for our kids, and we talk about our third grade teachers who are teaching in our literacy for our students, and the performance that they're getting on their cast. This is what the strategic plan is all about. And I just want to thank Ms. McIver Gibbs and Ms. Beth Curtis for working. Any questions? We want to thank you. We know this is has been a long night of presentations, but do you have any questions for us? All right, thank you very much.
You know I have questions.
Yes.
I'm like, what happened? I was trying to give her. So my question is just two things.
Yes.
You had on just in reference to around the looking at a possible partnership with Loma Linda around having a clinic in one of our schools. Where are we with that? What site? I know what site first, because I visited one school and I know there was a service provider at the school. I'm wondering, is that the same? I was at Werner, so.
I'm going to have Angela Brantley come up and answer.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, Board. Angela Brantley, Lead Student Services Agent. And so, yes, last year we did have a pilot with an organization that was working at Warner. We decided to not continue with that. What we're doing now is a collaboration with Loma Linda, the SAC Clinic, which is right in San Bernardino near 2nd Street. We've met with them twice. They're looking at possibly coming and providing services for our families here. We've been looking at a couple of locations. Remember, we used to have a facility down on Willow, the Donna Leffler Clinic. So we're looking looking at possibly going back there. We're looking at on Willow near the registration center or part of the registration center because that would be most convenient for our families. So right now we're in the process of determining where would be a best fit. So not necessarily at one school, but at a location where we could provide the services similar to what we did years ago at the Donna Leffler Clinic. The collaboration would be with SAC would provide the actual medical providers. We just have to provide the location, and it would be at no cost to the district except for the facility space.
And so my other question leads into then the question of our pathways. So with our school pathway, of our schools having designated pathways, even with that particular partnership, can you consider the opportunity for them to be a partner in our pathway? So if it comes to fruition that we have the clinic, that also be a realistic relational place for our people who are in a health pathway to get some, even if it's just job shadowing, some opportunities. But if you are going to continue the conversation with them, that be included in that conversation as an opportunity for us.
Absolutely. We definitely will add that to the conversation.
Excellent. Thank you. That was a much. You got 2 in 1. You got 2 in 1. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Next, we go to item C, comments. Item 1, public comments from the floor. At this time, any person wishing to speak on any item not on the agenda will be granted 3 minutes. And let's see. We have various parents that are here to speak on behalf of Unidos de Corazón. Would you like to come up as a group, or would you like to come up separately? Beginning with Elsie de la Rosa. Elsie de la Rosa, I have Elsie de la Rosa, Mario Santiago, Jenny Sanchez, Maria del Rosario Salgado, Carmen León, Berta Plasencia, and Milagro Medina. Si ocupan más de 3 minutos, les puedo dar un poquito más tiempo. If you need a little bit more time than 3 minutes, and give you guys a little more time since you're a big group.
Tiene que detenerse, tiene que darme un poco de tiempo, una frase y luego yo una frase, pero lo agilizamos. Si ustedes, si agarramos un buen ritmo, lo agilizamos. ¿Sí? Adelante.
Oh my goodness. Bueno.
Come, go ahead and step over this way.
Pasen al frente, por favor, pasen por acá. Aquí lo tiene escrito, lo va a leer de aquí.
Sí, pero...
You're on live TV.
A ver, permítame.
Bueno,
pasen para enfrente, por favor. Pasen para acá, pasen para acá.
Mire, entonces hagamos lo siguiente. Lea usted hasta acá y se detiene y luego yo lo leo, ¿sí? Del español al inglés. Y luego...
El 2, ¿cómo está por ahí?
No, más o menos como está por aquí.
Todo está aquí.
No, todo está aquí.
All right.
Como 2 renglones,
sí, digamos. Una frase más que nada. Y póngame atención a mí, yo le voy a interrumpir cuando sea que piense que yo pues me para
Oh my goodness. Okay. Buenas noches. Buenas noches a miembros de la mesa directiva.
Good evening, members of the board.
Doctor Ávila.
Dr. Ávila.
Administradores y demás presentes.
Administrators and other people present.
Mi nombre es Elsie de la Rosa.
My name is Elsie de la Rosa.
Esta noche es muy importante para mí.
Tonight it's quite important for me.
Ya que quiero presentarles a mi grupo de padres, mi segunda familia.
Because I want to introduce to you my group of parents, my second family.
Pero quiero empezar por platicarles brevemente.
But I want to begin by telling you briefly
mi experiencia en esta gran labor.
About my experience in this great work.
No me gusta mucho hablar de mí, pero en esta ocasión para que sepan quién soy yo, ¿verdad?
I don't really like to talk about myself, but on this occasion I'll do it so you know about me.
Okay. Yo inicié siendo voluntaria a los 17 años con niños que vivían en la calle en drogas y pandillas.
I began my work with children at the 17 years old with children who lived on the streets who were involved in gangs and drugs.
A los 19 años pertenecí por 3 años a un grupo de derechos humanos juvenil.
At 19 years old, I became part of a group of human rights.
Asesorado por una barra de abogados.
Which was helped by a law firm.
Íbamos a juzgados a revisar expedientes de reos para acelerar su proceso.
And we used to go to the court system to revise or review court cases to accelerate their processing.
A cárceles, a hablarles, escucharles y llevarles comida.
To jails, to talk to them, to listen to them, and to bring them food.
Cuando vine a este país, que tuve a mi primer hija, es que empecé en preschool hace 19 años como voluntaria.
When I came to this country and had my daughter is when I began my volunteer work in elementary school 10 years ago. 19
años.
19 years ago.
Ajá, 19 años. Después fui voluntaria en diferentes escuelas y un sinnúmero de comités.
Then I became a volunteer in many different schools and a great number of committees.
Paré por 2 años por motivos de salud y el año pasado regresé.
I stopped for 2 years due to health issues, and last year I came back.
Pero desde mayo empecé a reunir padres en mi casa.
Since May, I began to meet with parents in my home.
Porque veía la necesidad de que ellos querían aprender, involucrarse, pero no sabían cómo hacerlo.
Because I saw that there was a need, that the parents wanted to become involved, however, they didn't know how to do it.
Entonces comencé a buscarles información académica o según sus necesidades.
So then I began researching for academic information according to their needs.
Pues apoyando a los padres era como yo iba a ayudar a sus hijos.
Because I realized that supporting the parents was how I was going to be able to help their children.
Por eso me nació la idea de traerles talleres, información y apoyo de diferentes formas.
Which is when I had the idea of bringing them workshops, information, and different programs.
Tengo muchos proyectos para nuestros padres.
I have many projects for our parents.
Pero mi objetivo es que los padres y sus hijos estén informados.
But my objective is that the parents and their children be informed.
Para que aprovechen los recursos y oportunidades que nuestro distrito y comunidad ofrecen.
So that they can take advantage of the resources that our district and our community offers.
Y si es posible, expandernos más.
And if possible, expand it even more.
Así podemos apoyar mejor a nuestros hijos.
That way we can better support our children.
Y también lograr que salgan más líderes que sigan ayudando positivamente a nuevos padres.
And also create more leaders that can help in a positive manner more parents.
También como motivar, unir, asesorar.
As well as motivate, unite, and help.
Ajá, como edificar y proteger a nuestros hijos.
And how to edify and protect our children.
Tenemos la disposición de trabajar juntos con ustedes en algunas metas.
We have the willingness to work with you on some goals.
Todos los padres que están aquí es porque están interesados, les interesa ayudar y aprender cómo ayudar a sus hijos.
All the parents that are here because they're interested in learning and in learning how to help their children.
Los que están aquí presentes son algunos de los padres porque somos cerca de 40 padres.
The ones who are here present are just a few parents because there are about 40 parents.
Son como cerca de 25 o 30 los que asisten a mi casa porque es donde doy los talleres.
It's about 25 to 30 parents that come to my home because this is where I hold my workshops.
Los demás a veces me visitan por las tardes y es cuando yo les doy información de los talleres que se tuvo.
The rest of them come and visit me on the evenings and that's when I give them information about the different workshops that we have held.
Y ahora pues quiero presentarles a mi grupo que se llama Unidos de Corazón, María Antonia.
And now I want to introduce you to my group, which is called Unidos de Corazón, María Antonia.
Ajá, Unidos de Corazón porque Unidos de Corazón nos I'm sorry, estoy bien nerviosa. Porque no soy mucho de hablar, yo soy de acción, no soy de hablar.
I'm sorry, I'm really nervous because I'm not a person of words, I'm a person of action. It's not necessarily words.
Sí, cuando elegimos el nombre, yo solo le pedí a ellas que
When we chose the name, I simply asked them,
que tuviera algo de mi madre.
I asked them that my mother's name be included.
Ya fallecida, pero la cual ella tenía un corazón de oro y lleno de amor y valores para ayudar a toda la gente.
She's passed away, but she had a golden heart and full of values and desires to help other people.
Ajá. Tenemos padres de diferentes escuelas.
We have parents from different schools.
Y la meta es llegar a todas las escuelas.
And the goal is to reach all of the schools.
Padres, estoy muy orgullosa y muy feliz de que estén aquí.
Parents, I'm really proud and very happy that you're here with me.
Y que estemos unidos.
And that we're united.
Quiero que se sientan confortables.
I want you to feel comfortable.
Respetados.
I want you to feel respected.
Y con la confianza.
And with the confidence.
Que cuando lo necesiten pueden ser escuchados.
That whenever you need it, that you'll be
y atendidos.
To and tended to.
Estoy orgullosa.
I'm very proud.
De ustedes.
Of you.
Que están tomando la decisión de involucrarse.
Who are making this decision to become involved.
Más en la educación de sus hijos.
Much more in the education of your children.
Y aunque todos estamos ocupados.
And even though we are all busy.
Sabemos que nuestros hijos deben ser lo primero.
We know that our children must come first.
Por eso estamos haciendo tiempo para aprender.
That's why we are making time to learn.
Y estar más presentes en sus vidas y educación.
And to be more present in their lives and in their education.
Para apoyarlos y ayudarlos a que logren sus metas.
To support them and help them achieve their goals.
Tenemos que ser padres de calidad.
We have to be quality parents.
Y tenemos una gran responsabilidad.
And we have a huge responsibility.
Cuando se trate de sus hijos,
when it comes down to your children,
ustedes elijan ser exigentes.
You should choose to be demanding.
Nuestros hijos tienen dudas.
Our children have doubts.
Tienen sueños e inquietudes.
They have dreams. They have desires.
Y nosotros como padres no estamos a veces preparados.
And we as parents sometimes are not prepared.
Y ellos van a obtener la información donde sea, aunque sea incorrecta.
And they'll get their information wherever they can find it, even if it's the wrong information.
Pudiendo haber tenido un futuro exitoso.
And being capable of having a successful future.
Sigamos pues preparándonos e involucrándonos en nuestras escuelas.
Let's then continue preparing ourselves and becoming involved in our schools.
Y comités por nuestros hijos.
And in committees for our children.
Y unidos vamos a lograr muchas cosas.
And united we will achieve many things.
Porque con esfuerzo y trabajo y compromiso.
Because with effort, with work and with commitments.
Gracias, padres, por su confianza y lealtad hacia mi persona.
Thank you, parents, for your trust and your loyalty to myself.
Espero seguir siendo un buen ejemplo para ustedes.
I hope to continue being a good example for you.
Y seguir llevando el liderazgo con responsabilidad.
And to continue leading with responsibility.
Porque algunos de sus padres son de muchos años y de verdad agradezco su lealtad y yo voy a hacer lo posible por ustedes saben todo lo que hago pues.
Because many of these parents have been with me for many years and I will continue to do what's in my hands, what's possible. Well, you know what I do.
Okay, quiero agradecer como a Neri, a Elvira, a Rosa, a Berta, a Mili, a Sara, a Susi, a Mario, Doña Mari, Noris, Rosario, Arita, Paula, Mari, José, Suji, Vicky, Jamie, Julie, Carmen, Ana, Lubia, Patty, que nos ayudó a hacer las camisetas.
I want
Patty
to thank the
Ruiz.
previously mentioned people and Patty who helped us with the shirts.
También pues agradezco a ellas que ellas, verdad, también.
And I also
Ajá.
want to thank them that they
Ajá,
also
sí.
helped.
Sí, y para para terminar también quiero agradecer al señor Montes.
And to end, I also want to thank Mr. Montes
Sí, por su apoyo ya de muchos años.
for his support for many years now.
Al doctor Ávila, a Saida y Edith,
The Dr. Avila and Saida
por su reciente visita.
for visiting us recently,
A la señora Chávez,
and Miss Chavez,
a Miss Limber,
Miss Limber,
Miss Braggs,
Miss Braggs,
Miss Bambel,
Miss Van Bell,
a Lina
Lina.
y Ana. Muchas gracias por apoyarnos y estar aquí.
Thank you so much for supporting
Y
us
pido
and
un
for being
aplauso
here.
para nuestros padres.
And I
Ahora ellos van a hablar, no sé, como 5 de ellos.
and about 5 parents wish to speak to you now.
A ver, muchachas, ustedes hablan siempre y ellas una vez van a venir a hablar. Aquí, así que hay que tener respeto.
¿Ahorita? Me dice.
Sí, igual que la señora.
Ok. Puedo ir cortando así.
Sí, adelante.
Buenas noches a todos.
Good evening, everyone.
Mi nombre es Milagro Medina.
My name is Milagros Medina,
Estoy muy contenta por estar aquí
and I am very happy to be here
porque estamos presentando el grupo Unidos de Corazón.
because we're presenting this group, Unidos de Corazón.
Lo hacemos con el propósito de apoyar a nuestros hijos
We do it with the intent of supporting our children
por la necesidad de ellos y también para nosotros también y para la comunidad.
to meet their needs and our needs and the needs of the community.
También felicito a Elsie de la Rosa
I also congratulate Elsie de la Rosa
por su gran dedicación y empeño en el grupo.
for her dedication and commitment to the group.
Toda una líder
A total leader
que apoyamos, la apoyamos el grupo.
who is supported by the entire group.
Muchos años de conocerla desde que nuestros hijos están en preschool
And many years of knowing her since our children were in preschool.
en Morri. Ahí.
En
Nosotros éramos padres voluntarios, desde ahí empezamos a ser padres voluntarios
That's where we began being volunteer parents.
y después pasamos a Yehiu Middle School, ahí también fuimos voluntarias.
And then we went to Yehiu Middle School.
Y
We
en
also became volunteers
en
there.
Rialto High School.
And at
también.
Rialto High School as well.
Él sí sigue ayudando, nos apoya, va al distrito y nos informa,
Elsie continues to help as she continues to support us. She goes to the district and she keeps us informed.
y nos consigue, vamos, talleres importantes.
And she gets us very important workshops.
Estoy muy agradecida con ella.
I am very grateful to her.
Me dio apoyo un día que lo necesité y nunca se me va a olvidar. Gracias,
She gave
Elsie.
me her support one day when I
todo
needed
para
it,
mí.
and I have never forgotten it. Thank you.
Ujú. Ahora estoy activa en el grupo
Now I'm active, part of the group.
y espero que sigamos adelante y lo hacemos por nuestros hijos y espero que los que quieran venir con nosotros, ahí estamos, ¿ok? Bueno,
And we're moving forward. We're doing it for the group, for our children.
Okay.
And we hope that somebody will come and join us.
ok, gracias a todos por su atención.
Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Buenas noches a todos los aquí presentes.
Good evening, everyone present.
Mi nombre es Berta Plasencia.
My name is Berta Plasencia.
Estoy asistiendo a esta reunión acompañando a mi grupo
I'm here at this meeting with my group,
Unidas de Corazón,
Unidas de Corazón,
María Antonia,
María Antonia,
y principalmente a la fundadora del grupo,
and mainly the founder of this group,
la señora Elsie de la Rosa,
Mrs. Elsie de la Rosa,
que con tanto esfuerzo ha logrado formar este grupo,
who with so much effort has gathered this group,
dedicado especialmente a los padres de familia,
dedicated especially to the parents,
para orientarnos y educarnos
to educate us and help us
en cualquier ámbito que necesitemos
in any environment where we might need it
dentro de este distrito.
within this district.
La señora de la Rosa trabaja muy arduamente todos los días
Mrs. De La Rosa works very hard every day
para los padres de la comunidad.
for the parents in the community.
Esto es lo que admiro de ella,
And this is what I admired about her,
que se compromete de corazón
that she commits wholeheartedly
para ayudar a cualquier persona sin distinción.
to help anyone without distinction.
Y así ha sido desde que yo la conozco, desde hace más de 10 años.
And that is the way it has been since I've known her, which is over 10 years.
A mí personalmente me ha apoyado mucho
She has personally supported me a lot,
y por eso pido también apoyo para ella,
and that's why I request the support for her,
ya que es mucho trabajo el que ella hace,
since it's a lot of work, the one that she does.
y espero que todos cooperemos para hacerle más fácil todas las metas que ella tiene.
And I hope we all collaborate so that the goals that she has become easier to achieve.
Que son muchas metas para beneficio propio y de nuestros hijos y nietos.
Which are many goals for our own benefit, for our children and our grandchildren.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Buenas noches al presidente, señor Montes,
Good evening, Mr. President, Señor Montes,
al superintendente, señor Cuauhtémoc Ávila,
Superintendent Mr. Cuauhtémoc Ávila,
a mesa directiva
board,
y los demás miembros.
and other members.
Mi nombre es Carmen León,
My name is Carmen León,
vengo de la escuela Morris Elemental.
and I come from Morris Elementary School.
Yo quiero darle las gracias
I want to thank
a la señora Elsie de la Rosa
Miss Elsie de la Rosa
por todo lo que ella está haciendo,
for all of the things that she's doing,
por todos los padres,
for all of the parents,
buscándonos talleres muy interesantes,
finding us workshops that are very interesting,
sin pedirnos nada a cambio.
without us asking for anything in return.
Ella todo lo hace de corazón.
Everything she does it from the heart.
Dedica su tiempo,
She dedicates her time
porque cualquier tiempo de todos es muy valioso.
because anyone's time is very valuable.
Y sin saber cómo la gente que ayude va a agradecer.
And without knowing how the people that she helps will ever thank her.
Pero yo le doy las gracias
But I thank her,
a una líder muy querida,
I thank-
Elsie de la Rosa,
a very beloved leader, Elsie de la Rosa,
porque como ella, ninguna.
because like her, no one else.
Con ese enorme corazón que tiene ella,
With that huge heart of hers,
yo le doy las gracias a Dios
I thank God
por encontrar a personas como ella en mi vida.
for having people like her in my life.
Así como ella, muchas gracias, Elsie, de corazón.
And people just like her. And thank you so much, Elsie, from my heart.
Y como te digo, como te dijo la directora de Morris
And as the
Y las-
principal at Morris told you,
y la subdirectora de Morris,
and the assistant principal at Morris,
las puertas de Morris están abiertas
the doors at Morris School are open
para que continúes con tus proyectos que tienes para nuestros hijos
so that you continue working on the projects you have for our children
y seguir unidos de corazón
and to continue united in our hearts.
por nuestros hijos
For our children
y todos los padres
and all of the parents
que estamos unidos.
who are united.
Vamos a aprender muchas cosas de nuestra líder, Elsie de la Rosa.
We're going to learn many things from our leader, Elsie de la Rosa.
Muchas gracias otra vez a Elsie de la Rosa
Thank you so much once again to Elsie de la Rosa
por este enorme corazón y la persona que eres.
for that huge heart of yours and the person that you are.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I'd like to see if the board would like to extend the time. Normally, it is 20 minutes maximum per topic, so I'd like to make a motion to extend it if the board chooses.
Second.
Okay. Vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Please continue.
Gracias, muy buenas noches a todos presentes.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone present.
Mi nombre es Jamie Sánchez
My name is Jamie Sanchez,
y me da mucho gusto formar parte de este equipo.
and I'm very happy to be part of this group.
Estoy muy agradecida con Elsie de la Rosa.
I am very grateful to Elsie de la Rosa.
Ella es una persona muy trabajadora y noble.
She's a very noble and hardworking person.
Y en lo personal me ha ayudado a mí sin ningún interés.
Personally, she has helped me without any personal interest.
Y eso es lo que ella hace.
And that's what she does.
Dedicarse a ayudar a los padres sin ningún interés.
And she helps parents without asking anything in exchange.
Y ella lo hace y lo continúa haciendo de corazón.
And she does it and continues to do it from the heart.
Ella es una gran inspiración y motivación para todas nosotras.
She's a great inspiration and motivation for all of us.
Es por eso que ella ha formado este grupo y compartimos el mismo sentimiento.
And that is the reason why she has formed this group, and we all share the same sentiment.
Este esfuerzo es para los estudiantes,
This effort is for the students
para ofrecerles mejores oportunidades.
to offer them better opportunities.
Los padres necesitan guía y ayuda también.
The parents need guidance and help as well.
Y para eso ha estado Elsie.
And that's what Elsie's there for.
Y así queremos continuar lo que ella ha comenzado.
And so we want to continue with what she has started.
Esperamos ser de mucha ayuda, así como igual que Elsie.
We hope to be of great help, just like Elsie.
Y seguir contribuyendo con positivismo y nuevas ideas.
And we hope to continue contributing with a positive attitude and new ideas.
Para el beneficio y crecimiento de nuestros estudiantes.
For the benefit and growth of our students.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Buenas noches a todos aquí presentes.
Buenas noches.
Mi nombre es Sujei Jiménez.
Good evening, everyone present. My name is Sujei Jiménez.
Bueno, sí, yo creo que ya pues todo lo que uno tiene en su corazón para hablar de él, sí, ya mis compañeras pues han dicho bastante.
I think that everything that is in my heart that I wanted to say about Elsie, my partners have already said it.
Tengo 17 años de conocerla.
I have known her for 17 years.
Lo único que sé de ella son buenas virtudes.
And the only thing I know about her are virtues.
Siempre que la miro a ella es con una sonrisa en su cara.
Every time I see her, she has a smile on her face.
Siempre preguntando en qué nos puede ayudar.
She's always asking how she can be of help.
Y lo único que quiero decirles es que si algún día necesitamos de ella,
And the only thing I want to tell you that if we ever need her,
ella va a estar aquí para nosotros.
she will be here for us.
Elsie, gracias por su amistad.
Elsie, thank you for your friendship.
Y como bien lo dice el logo de nuestra playera,
And as the logo on our t-shirts clearly states,
su amistad y su corazón vale oro.
your friendship and your heart is golden.
La quiero mucho. Gracias.
Good evening. My name is Maria Salgado, and I'm here to support our group of parents. I want to talk a little bit about our leader, which is a great one. First of all, Elsie is a very passionate person. I met her 9 years ago. I'm a mother of 7 kids. When I met her, I was on the yard of Morris, and I was waiting for my kid. So Elsie was passing out some flyers to invite the Parents University. I don't know if some of you guys remember that. Mr. Winton, that was another great leader. He was alive back then. He was on the Parents, the Parents Institute. Yeah, and when she invited me, I tell her, Elsie, I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to speak English. I won't understand what they're going to be saying. And she says, don't worry, I'll drive you. That's how dedicated she is. She used to take me on her van and some of the other parents with my babies. Now he's 9 years old, and I used to, and she helped me and she encouraged me how to start driving. And I finished the Parent Institute, the Parent University, because of her. She always was encouraging me to get involved with my kids. Not just that, she encouraged me to start school. So I went back to school. I got my state license as therapist. Now I have a business, 5 years already, and she's always been there as a friend, supporting me and helping me. Now as an entrepreneur, I thank her because she's always, as a friend, being right there on back of me. Even though I invite her to join school with me, she didn't, because her passion for caring the parents, it's more than her own self. Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Mr. President, Mr. Avila, and all audience. My name is Mario Santiago. Some of you guys know me. I have a lot of friends in the district. I've been here in the city of Rialto like 25 years ago, as much as I have for volunteer in different schools. First with my daughters, then now with my grandkids. Well, I just I want to say I'm very so proud the Unidas de Corazón and me. I'm enjoying this time, John, with the group, because I talked with LC about a lot of needs parents have, and they have no time to come to the meetings and speak for others, At this time, I have all the experience that I have in the consulate as a worker in the Consulate of Mexico, and I want to support this group because I have a lot of goals in common, and I just want to say thank you for all you guys for giving us this time. Thank you.
Can I ask you guys for a picture? Since you're presenting yourself as a volunteer group, we want a picture with this volunteer group. Board Superintendent, can we get in this picture? Principals too.
Oh, no. I think that was just Come around this way, please, so we have some parents on this side. So it's balanced. Thank you. Elsa? You're like a rock star. Okay, need you guys to scoot back a little bit. There you go. Back, back. Yeah, we're gonna try to scoot in a little bit more.
Can be on your side so we can fit everybody.
Like this? Yeah.
What about giving one from up there on top of that little chair over there?
No, you're straight. Yeah, you're like that. So you go straight. Yeah, like that. Okay? And then. You got it?
All the way back.
Okay, there you go.
Is that a good shot up there?
Got it? You ready? Okay, everybody has to just look at.
1, 2, 3.
Smile, open your eyes. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you for all your work.
Big thank you once again to Unidos de Corazón MA. Unidos and Unidas. Next we go to Natasha Iwuchukwu. Please join her. And are you Carrington Motley? No problem. You guys can go together.
You can start, Mr. President.
Okay.
Good evening, President, board members, and Superintendent, Dr. Avila. I am Carrington Motley, proud father of 3 students at Bemis Elementary. I am a proud resident of Rialto. I have attended Curtis Elementary, Henry Elementary, and Frisbee Middle School, and Eisenhower High School. Woo! Yes, I recognize you, Ms. O'Kelly. How are you doing?
Right.
And it is my pleasure to introduce myself as the newly elected African American Parent Advisory Council, the president, the first inaugural at Bemis Elementary. And before I get into a bit about what we want to do, I just want to say I'm very moved by all the speakers this evening, and I'm a bit envious because all the resources that the students have now, 20 years ago, we didn't have a lot of those resources. I had to pay for my own lunch. That was not free. The summer programs, that was also not free as well or even available, so we wore yellow in solidarity with the nutritional services, and we'd like to honor them as well, and we will be honoring them at our upcoming event, which I'll get into a bit later. But just thank you so much to what they've done, and also I kind of wish it was a little earlier because the lunch money was tough. Also taught me responsibility. If you spend on something else, you don't eat. So
that's right.
All right. So, but we call ourselves the APAC, and we have been meeting as a parent group since September of 2018. We thank the DAPAC President, Brenda Parker, DAPAC officers who have attended our meetings and helping us build the interest amongst our African-American parents and the community of Rialto as well. I also want to give a special thanks to our principal, as Mrs. Osando Oguike. She's been a great and tremendous help to us as helping us get everything started, and she is a tremendous leader in our community, and we thank her so much for all the effort that she's done at Bemis Elementary. I have 3 honor roll students, and thanks to the staff under her guardianship at Bemis Elementary, all of that was possible, so that's really, really great. I would like to thank her for that. So we have planned an African American Heroes Living Museum celebration for Thursday, February 28th, 2019 at 5:30 p.m. from 7 o'clock p.m. We will honor all of our African American students, and we look forward to celebrating with our Eisenhower students, as well as our esteemed guest, Dr. McDuffie, as well as several others. And we will also honor our local hero, lead agent Mrs. Foss Ramon Davies. Thank you. She's she exited for the people watching at home and everything, but she will be honored. So please come out and give her. Yeah, she exited stage left. And just a bit about, you'll learn more about what we have to accomplish and what we set out in the very near future. But for right now, we invite all of you to come out and celebrate with us as a community of Rialto. So we thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to see you on February 28th at 5:30 p.m. Thank you so much.
Where's that going to be?
That's going to be at Bemis Elementary.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm going to pass things over to our Vice President.
Good evening, board. Hi, my name is Natasha Iwuchukwu. Like our president, I moved to Rialto. I've been a part of the community since 1979. We moved here from New York. So I went to school at Bemis, and then I went to Frisbee, then junior high, and then on to graduate from Eisenhower High School.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I went on to be a correctional officer for the state of California, and now I'm retired, but I am a full-time, hands-on mom with 2 sons that were students here in the Rialto Unified School District. My oldest son is 18 years old. His name is Jalen, and he graduated from Rialto High School with a 4.18 GPA. Very proud of that. He was offered the Chancellor Scholarship and the UCI grant to go to University of Irvine. He is a biology major. He wants to be a physician. And following in his footsteps is his little brother, Kalechi Iwachuku. And he's 11. He goes to Bemis. He's in 5th grade. And he was just picked first place for his science fair project and has gone on to district where they judged it tonight. I hope he wins. So I'm very hands-on and I'm very passionate. I think that has something to do with my children's success. And now that my son is 11 years old, I need to show him leadership through action. So I decided to join our board and to be a part of the community to see if I can duplicate what I've done with my children and if I can share that with the community and if I can make a difference and to make a legacy for myself and for my son. So I am proud to be vice president of our board, the African American, the African American Advisory Council. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the program that we're going to present to you. I will be singing. There will be food. And I look forward to making a difference. And thank you for having me.
And just to piggyback that, we really hope everyone can come out and celebrate with us. It's going to be a very cultural, enriching experience, and we want every single person to come out if you can and learn some new things there. And also, this is just a great opportunity for you to see the young students and what they can do, because as she mentioned, her son's science project, it was amazing. I wish you guys could see all of them that were there. And we hope to see you soon. And we hope to affect change. Thank you so much.
Time and place again?
It's going to be 5:30 p.m. at Bemis Elementary School to
February 28th?
February 28th to about 7 o'clock p.m. So please come out and enjoy the wonderful food as well as the singing, which I haven't even heard yet, so I'm excited for that. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. María Sandoval.
I want my 6 minutes. Buenas noches, mesa directiva.
Good evening, board.
Dr. Ávila y audiencia.
Dr. Avila and audience.
Primero quiero darle las gracias
First, I want to thank
a Dios
God
por esta oportunidad de tenernos a todos aquí.
for the opportunity of all of us being here.
Quiero felicitar enormemente a Elsie
I want to enormously congratulate Elsie
y a Facet
and Facet
y a esta hermosa señora que se me fue su nombre.
and this beautiful lady whose name I just forgot.
Porque son unos grandes líderes,
Because you are great leaders.
sin importar la raza,
And never minding a race,
el color.
color.
Estamos unidas
We are united
por un solo objetivo,
with one objective,
que son nuestros hijos,
which are our children,
nuestra comunidad,
our community,
y es salir adelante victoriosos por Rialto.
and to be victorious for Rialto.
Y poner el nombre de Rialto muy en alto,
And to put Rialto's name way up there,
porque tenemos una comunidad muy rica,
because we have a very rich community,
no solo en cultura,
not only culturally,
sino en un gran corazón como seres humanos.
but also with a huge heart as human beings.
También quiero agradecer a cada uno de los padres de familia
I also want to thank each of the parents
que trabajaron muy fuertemente mano a mano
that worked very, very hard, hand in hand,
con la señora Facet
with Miss Facet
verano pasado,
this last summer.
y también a muchísimos niños que estuvieron ayudando y apoyando
And also want to thank many of the kids who were helping and supporting us
para que el proyecto fuera todo un éxito.
so that activity was a great success.
Y también quiero darle las gracias a cada una de las personas
And I also want to thank each of the persons
que se dieron la oportunidad de ir y beneficiarse de este programa.
who gave themselves the opportunity to show up and be benefited by this program.
También quiero agradecer al señor de Sousa, que no lo vi esta noche por aquí.
I also want to thank Mr. De Souza, whom I haven't seen tonight around here,
Señor Mohamed,
Mr. Mohammed,
al señor Kelly,
Mr. Kelly,
a la señora Mahashko,
Ms.
Mahashko,
Mahashko,
a la señora Kimberly Watson
Ms. Kimberly Watson,
y a Dr. Ávila,
and Dr. Avila,
porque con su colaboración y apoyo,
because with their collaboration and their support,
la escuela de adultos
the adult school
ya cuenta con el servicio de cuidado de niños,
already has child care services,
lo cual que era una necesidad muy grande,
which was a very big need,
porque eran muchos padres de familia que se estaban perdiendo la oportunidad
because there were many parents who were missing out on the opportunity
de asistir a las clases de inglés
of coming to the English classes.
Porque no había ese servicio en nuestra comunidad, pero gracias a Dios ya existe.
Because that service wasn't provided to our community, but thanks to God, that service is now in place.
Y confiamos en que los servicios, las clases que pedimos estén pronto en servicio ya también.
And we trust that the classes that we asked for
que sean una realidad.
Be available, that they become a reality soon.
Muchas gracias y que pasen muy buena noche.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening. I have 3 left, but there's one for 2. You guys want to do single or want to do it together? I got one together. Together is on the agenda. Oh. Okay. Celia Saravia? Not on the agenda?
Buenas noches, miembros de la mesa de la Junta Directiva.
Good evening, members of the board.
Presidente Mr. Montes.
President Mr. Montes.
Vicepresidenta Ms. O'Kelly.
Vice President Ms. O'Kelly.
Superintendente Dr. Ávila.
Superintendent Dr. Ávila.
Audiencia.
And audience.
Soy Celia Saravia.
I am Celia Saravia.
Y represento al grupo de apoyo para padres de niños especiales.
And I represent a parent support group for parents of special needs children.
Y esta noche estamos aquí para pedirles
And tonight we're here to ask
a todos los padres
all the parents
que nos unamos contra el bullying.
That we unite against bullying.
Porque es responsabilidad de todos.
Because it is everyone's responsibility.
Ya que todo empieza en casa.
Since everything begins at home.
Cuando los padres no ponemos atención a nuestros hijos.
When we the parents don't pay attention to our children.
O no los corregimos cuando se burlan de otros.
Or we don't correct them when they make fun of others.
En la escuela o en cualquier ambiente.
At school or at any other environment.
Tenemos que involucrar a nuestros hijos.
We have to get involved with our children.
En actividades.
We have to involve our children, in activities.
Que los beneficie.
That are beneficial for them.
Académicamente.
Academically.
O física.
Or physically.
O sea, deportes.
In other words, sports.
Porque como dice el dicho.
Because as the saying goes.
Mente sana en cuerpo sano.
A healthy mind in a healthy body.
Unámonos todos para crear un ambiente saludable.
Let's all unite to create a healthy environment
para nuestros hijos.
For our children.
Gracias al Dr. Ávila.
Thank you to Dr. Ávila.
Por involucrarse con los grupos de padres.
For becoming involved with the parents groups.
A nuestra junta directiva por trabajar para nuestros estudiantes.
To our board for working for our students.
Felicidades a Miss Bridget Ely, directora de Special Ed.
To Ms. ¿Cómo se llama?
Bridget Ely.
Bridget Ely, Director of Special Ed.
Por el buen trabajo que está haciendo.
For the good work that she's doing.
En educación especial.
In special education.
Los padres también reconocemos.
We the parents also recognize.
El buen trabajo que hacen por nuestros hijos.
The good work that is done for our children.
Facet.
Ms. Facet.
Sarah.
Cristina.
Y María.
And María.
Felicidades.
Congratulations.
Felicidades a todo el departamento de nutrición.
Congratulations to all the nutrition department.
A los maestros por el éxito que lograron en lectura.
To all the teachers for the success they had in reading.
No cabe duda que contamos con tantas buenas personas.
It is undoubtedly the fact that we have so many good people.
Y entregadas.
People committed.
Dispuestas a trabajar por nuestros estudiantes.
Willing to work for our students.
Apoyemos a nuestro distrito.
Let's support our district.
La unión hace la fuerza.
Unity makes strength.
Felicidades a Elsie.
Congratulations to Elsie.
Tengo tantos años de conocer a Elsie, a Norita.
I've known Elsie and Norita for so many years.
Y es bueno escuchar que los padres nos estamos involucrando.
And it's good to hear that the parents are becoming involved.
También en el pasado leímos en la agenda
In the past, we read in the agenda
que iban a aprobar
that they were going to approve
que pintaron un mural de Albert Einstein.
that an Albert Einstein mural be painted.
Creo que una compañía lo va a hacer.
I think that it is a company who is going to do it.
Y eso es muy bueno.
And that is a good thing.
Pero queremos pedirles a la mesa directiva
But we want to ask the board
que en el futuro
that in the future
consideren el talento de muchos estudiantes del distrito
they should take into consideration that many talents of many students in the district
que son grandes artistas
who are great artists
para que lo hagan,
so that they do it themselves.
supervisados por un maestro de arte
Supervised by an arts teacher,
que tenemos muchos y son muy buenos en nuestro distrito.
of which we have many and they're quite good and we have them in our district.
Valoremos el talento de nuestros estudiantes.
Let's value the talent of our students.
Pensamos que será más valorado por la comunidad
We think
el mural
the community would value that mural a lot more
si es hecho por nuestros
if
estudiantes
it was painted by our students.
y el dinero que lo usen para promover el arte de nuestros estudiantes.
And that money go to support the art in our students.
Gracias y seguimos orando mucho por ustedes.
Thank you, and we continue praying much for all of you.
Mirna Ruiz.
I lost my page. Give me a minute. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Good evening, Board, President Montes, Dr. Avila, and Cabinet, and viewing audience. I want to start by saying congratulations to Elsie. I'm going to say it in Spanish. Te felicito por todo lo que haces. Tú sabes que te quiero de corazón. Y yo también tengo años de conocerte y sé que tu corazón está para todos, sin mirar a quién. So, felicidades. What?
One more time.
Otra vez.
Otra vez, porque no tengo memoria tan prodigiosa.
Que ya se me olvidó. Que te quiero de corazón.
That I love you with all my heart.
Que yo sé que tu corazón es grande.
That I know that your heart is huge.
Y que también la conozco también de muchos años.
But I've known you for many years.
Y te felicito por todo lo que estás haciendo.
And that I congratulate you for all the things that you're doing.
And I think I'm adding more. And eso es todo. Tú sabes que también no soy mucho de palabras también.
That is
Porque también.
You also know that I'm not a person of many words either.
Right. Okay, and I also want to congratulate my beautiful facet, even though I know she doesn't like, getting all these compliments. She's amazing, along with her tag team. Sarah, Cristina, Maria, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. Same thing. They have a beautiful heart. Yellow, which is, representing nutrition services tonight, means like literally the sun, a bright light, and that's what they bring to the kids. That bright, the sun, the shyness, that's who they are. They always bring a smile no matter where they go. And they always are so lovable with the parents. The same way they treat the parents, they treat the students. They're amazing. So, love you guys. And also, thank you so much for all the support you guys give to PTA. Okay. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is, speaking of PTA, I have a brand new announcement that I want to see grow with PTA. PTA offers reflection program. It's an art reflections program, which is a contest that starts, I'm sorry, I have candy in my mouth, that starts with the school district. Then they move to county level, and from county they go to state, and state to national. So fortunately, we have one school that's amazing, Kelly Elementary, who participated this year. I want to see that grow, and hopefully we'll get more schools to participate in this. But the great news, and if they're watching, this is the first time they're hearing. If not, they'll hear it at our PTA meeting. One of the students at Kelly Elementary, I'm not going to tell you the name, has moved to state level. So hopefully, we'll be hearing about that, and you'll hear, we'll come and bring them a little plaque and recognition here at the district level. So, and the next thing, I also wanted to, you know how they mentioned Dr. Avila supports all the volunteer parent groups? I haven't seen you at one of our PTA meetings, so hopefully you'll join us soon. Just calling you out there. But by the same token, I do want to thank you for the support that you have given by letting Mr. KB go to our meetings and giving us all the support that you do. Also, Mohammed is going to be joining our meetings. We have transportation, and I always want to say thank you. Transportation, we have nutrition services represented there, and also safety. PTA has come together working with safety, and we're also supporting them with the safety forums that are happening. So that's an amazing thing. That's, that I love it because we're growing, and that partnership, like our saying, building that bridge, that's what we want to see. And we're doing it together. The other thing too, I know this is brand new and it just happened today, but I do want to thank Dr. Avila for the special ed committee group, or we haven't named it yet, but thank you so much for that. That's also that is needed, and we have to really keep working at it. It's going to take a few meetings on it, but we'll get it. Working together, we're going to get it. So thank you, because remember special ed, we can't leave them behind. I do want to see a little bit more in the strategic planning. On a lot of the slides, there's only a few times that special ed was mentioned. I do want to see a lot more of it, but again, little by little, I know we're working on it. Okay, thank you.
Last but not least, items on the agenda. We have one, Mirna and Celia. Was that already spoken about? Oh.
Oh, are we switching?
Yeah, if you want to comment on item on the agenda, now's the time to do so.
Okay, ¿dónde está? Lo marcamos. Okay. One of the items that, well, hello again. We wanted to discuss on section H, under business and financial consent items, number 9.
What page, please?
Page 7.
Is that amendment number 1?
I'm sorry?
Is that amendment number 1?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Se ofrecerá a la administración y a los maestros de educación especial que nos ofrecerá la acuerdo con el está leyendo ahorita para entregar semanas adicionales de capacitación durante el mes de junio de 2019 para un costo adicional de $19,750 con todos los otros términos de convenio que se mantendrán de manera igual a ser pagados de los fondos de educación especial.
Oh my God, awesome. Thank you so much. He needs a raise. He just translated everything that's on the agenda. So basically, for those of you that do not have the agenda, this is an item that is an amendment to an agreement that has been done to provide multiple trainings in areas of co-teaching, practical differentiation, strategies, and specially designed instruction. Trainings will be offered to administrators, special education teachers, general education teachers, and related services provided from July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2019. So this is an amendment agreement that we are going to spend $19,750 more. So we are questioning, why are we spending more money on training again? I want to kind of get a clarification on this, because this is money that it can be used for services that are not being provided or denied to students. This could be, speech therapy, it could be occupational therapy. And if we already have people that are being trained on this, why can't those staff members also train these people, or what have you? But we're spending more money again, and it's an additional $19,750. That's a lot of money. So if you can let us know why.
Is there someone here who can answer that question?
Go up there. Shouldn't answer it right now, not till it gets on the agenda. Tell her to hold on.
With all due respect, the public comments portion of comments on agenda items will be considered during this time, but we cannot discuss it until we get to the agenda item itself.
That's right.
And then we can bring up these questions, and then you can give us the input, please. Any other comments regarding items on the agenda? Okay. With that, we'll move on to comments from association executive board members. REA.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Mr. Montes, President Montes, board members, Dr. Avila, Dr. McDuffie. I'm not demanding anything tonight. I just would like to give you our initial proposal. Can I bring it up?
Please do.
Okay.
Although the legal term is demand, isn't it?
Thank you. Next, we go to California School Employees Association, CSEA.
Good evening, Rialto family.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I just have two items that I want to discuss. I'm Chris Cordasco. I'm the chapter president. I have with me tonight Todd Tapia, my first vice. I have two items I want to discuss. First, I want to say congratulations again to the Food Nutrition Service Department on your awards. It's really nice to see our classified staff being recognized. Majority of those employees are all classified. I know you guys get invited a lot to schools. I'm wondering if you've ever been invited to our central kitchen. I would really love for you guys to come down and see what goes on there and meet our staff and talk to them.
Okay.
Secondly, on the agenda tonight, on the discussion action items, K, item number 4, the approval of the consultant. Now, this is something that CSEA is very excited about, and we urge your yes vote. Our employees are eagerly looking forward to this process. Thank you very much for your time. Good night.
Last but not least, well, actually two more. Communication Workers of America. Going once, going twice. And last but not least, Rialto School Managers Association, RSMA. Going once, going twice. Okay. Now we go to comments from the superintendent.
Thank you, President Montes. And at the end of my comments, you won't agree that I have cut it in half out of consideration for the time. But I want to quote Voltaire once again, which I've done previously. One of my favorite quotes from Voltaire is, "Appreciation is a wonderful thing. It makes what is excellent in others belong to us as well." And so I will spend the rest of my comments appreciating a number of folks. First, I want to appreciate the Brown Foundation for the Brown Foundation's Black History Month display at the County Museum in Redlands, which our DSAC students had an opportunity to visit. So thank you very much. I appreciate Elsie de la Rosa for what she is doing for our parents. I appreciate all third grade teachers for raising and maintaining high expectations for themselves and for their students. I appreciate the 200-plus nutrition services team and support staff led by Fasat, Christina, Sarah, and Maria for providing the needed services to our students. Your spirit for serving others is nothing short of phenomenal. I appreciate the East Kiwanis Club of Rialto Students of the Month from Eisenhower High School, Ricardo Medina and Andrea Castañeda Gomez. And from Carter High School, Chelsea Guzman Arenas and Tyler Wakatsuki. I appreciate the San Bernardino County School Boards Association for recognizing Rialto's DSAC students for its recent Golden Bell Awards, and appreciate DSAC students for taking excellence in leading to a new level. I appreciate Dallahan Elementary Schools for its 5th annual Leadership Day entitled Leader in Me, that literally allows students to take the initiative and agency to lead. I appreciate Jasmine Valenzuela for giving life to our literacy initiative, which now has students and their families visibly excited about reading. And speaking of excitement related to early literacy, I did have an opportunity yesterday to visit Sacramento and interact with some of our local representatives. But the big takeaway for me was meeting with a representative from Governor Newsom's office, who was extremely excited of the literacy initiatives that we have here in Rialto and looks forward to meeting with me to see how they can partner and support what we're doing here for literacy in our district. Today, you also saw part of our LCAP presentation acknowledge some of the things that we have done over the past couple of years, and in particular this recent school year. And you also saw Myler High School reach a new level and being designated a model continuation high school in the state. You saw the district is only a confirmation away from being recognized as a national green ribbon district. And for a second year in a row, Myers Elementary School is moving forward to the national competition, so a appreciation for the teams that have made that happen. And now I want to just speak a little bit about how we can continue to maintain our pursuit of excellence. And I quote, I reference a quote informally attributed to Mark Twain. There's no evidence that he actually wrote the quote, but it is attributed to him informally. And he says that I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Which means to me that having the drive and the initiative and the agency to pursue excellence in spite of whatever their circumstances might be. And I take this approach as superintendent to promote and will continue to promote this approach district-wide. And it is the following: to lead in creating the conditions that will promote excellence, then inspire, and then get out the way. As you saw in the plan, you saw a lot of innovation, a lot of excellence that has emerged over the last couple of years in our district. And again, you've heard of the excitement over at Myler, the district, and at Myers Elementary School. But imagine the excellence we will have once we decide to create the conditions throughout the district and then inspire and, again, just get out the way. Imagine the great things that teachers will do when principals create those conditions, when they inspire them and then get out the way. Or the excellence that principals will do when we here at the district office shape the conditions for them to be excellent, inspire them, and then get out the way. And it continues so that we not interfere with the great things that we're doing, but simply creating those conditions, inspiring them to proceed, and as crude as it might sound, to simply get out the way so that excellence can then take place. And with that, we have two announcements coming up on Thursday, February the 21st at 6 o'clock at Eisenhower's new state-of-the-art Performing Arts Center. We have our second of 3 Community Safe Schools Forum. And on April, the grand opening of our ribbon cutting ceremony for the Eisenhower's new state-of-the-art Performing Arts Center will be on the 4th of April from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And we really look forward to seeing everyone there to celebrate this amazing feat. And lastly, love can mean different things to different people. And so I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day, appropriately tomorrow. After the roses die and the chocolates are finished, the one human attribute that keeps us happy is kindness. So be kind and good to each other unconditionally. When you make someone's day with a simple smile, a hello, a compliment which costs nothing, you are being twice as nice to yourself. And this means your kindness will continue incessantly. And that is the one very thing that we, humanity, needs, considering the times we are living in today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we go to comments from board members. And our student board member had to leave early to study for testing. So we go to Mr. Joe Ayala.
Thank you, President Montes. I'll start again by reminding people that I usually discuss viewpoints or comments that I observe from my own family and my daily activities. But I want to start by just saying that, you know, we live in a great country. We live in a great state. In fact, I think this is the best state in the union.
That's right.
And when you think about what makes this state so great, you look at the diversity that's here in California, and then you narrow it down and you bring it into individual cities, and let's move it into Rialto. And hearing tonight, what I heard tonight from our community, it makes me feel proud. I know we're moving in the right direction. And but at the same time, I have some comments that, words that I just want to share with you. So let's move on to the dinner table. Here we go. All right, so you might have a new guest there. Could be your son and daughter's boyfriend or girlfriend. Hopefully somebody in that household has emotional intelligence. Some people don't have it. Some people don't care to have it. This is my house and this is the way it's going to be. And then all of a sudden, with that kind of attitude, it's kind of like playing with matches, okay? You play with matches, you're throwing them in the fireplace, nothing's going to happen. But then you go outside, and maybe the wind's blowing, and maybe there's a field nearby. It's just one match. So you get in the picture what can happen real quick. So it's just one word that may be said. And it could be because the TV's on. And you're sitting there and you hear something on the television that's offensive. And you bring it up at the dinner table. Now you got guests there. You don't really know how they're going to react. But I'm sharing with you, don't play with matches at the dinner table. They can get out of hand real quick. Look up the word emotional intelligence, in case you haven't heard that term before. Be real careful how you bring up issues that affect us all at that dinner table. If there's something that you don't agree with, okay, maybe you need to start the conversation with, it's okay to disagree. Because if you start that way, then you allow people to have conversations. But please, please understand that we are at times where things can get out of hand very quick. And if you forget the history, take a look at what happened in the Civil War. You had brother against brother fighting one another. They couldn't leave. If they defected, they got shot in the back. So they say history repeats itself. I hope in my lifetime that we'll learn our lessons from the past. We treat each other with respect. And what I see here in Rialto, we're on the right track. We just need to share what we learned with other communities. And who knows, maybe we're going to be on the podium somewhere else sharing what we've learned here. I'm just proud of everybody here. Thank you for the opportunity to share a few words with you.
I thought I was having hearing problems, but I could have sworn your microphone was starting to phase out right now.
It did. Somebody turned me off.
Oh, okay.
I ran out of 3 minutes.
Start playing music.
No, I heard that with the microphone up on the podium, so that's why I was like, wait a minute, something's going on with that microphone. Anyway, next we go to board member Mr. Joseph Martinez. Sorry.
Thank you, President Montes. I just wanted to tell everyone that what I was going to speak on is 2 pages worth, but I'm going to put it up on my website, joemartinez.org, joemartinez.org, and it has to do with item K3 tonight, and it is from the World Economic Forum. It really comes down to what I'm going to carry and what I've already shared with San Bernardino Valley College. Item K3 really has us going forth and meeting with Valley College, and after 10 years, getting everybody at the same table on the same day at the same time instead of all these side meetings. So very proud of our community, even the ones who are real shy.
No, not you.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Next we go to Board Clerk, Ms. Dina Walker.
Oh, God, sorry. I was looking up his website. I was like, oh, he's got a website? Okay. Sorry. I just want to say first, congratulations again to our Nutrition Services Department. You guys continually just, keep lifting our district up. And now from a national, from a national lens as well. So I just thank you again. I couldn't do my full yellow, so I ran in the house, found some yellow earrings that came out to support you. Right. No, I just am not color. You're like, what did she got those yellow earrings? No, it was in support of you all. So thank you, and thank you for the message about that as well. And then just to say thank you for the update for the strategic plan. I'm glad to see that we're still moving on, what we said and refining for perfection. Great opportunity and what we're looking at as far as some of our collaborations as well. So thank you, Dr. McDuffie, Rhea, MacGyver Gibbs, and where's Beth? Is Beth gone? Oh, she's gone. Okay, and Beth Higby for working on that. That's not Beth Higby. Right, Curtis. Right, I was like, wait, that's at the county, right? And I was like, wrong Beth. Sorry about that. And then just finally, for the parents, I am so excited about your unity and what you all do for not only the schools, but for the parents, and then for each other. Where is she over there still? Miss
behind the podium.
Oh, okay, there she is. Okay. I just got so choked up with just hearing you talk about the work that you have been doing with your, just with your students and your families, because it is not every day that somebody is, takes you into their own home to teach and, to teach you. Definitely not every day that somebody will pick you up in their car and take you so that you can learn something new. And you've been doing this for years. And it touched me because my mother was a single mother after she got divorced with 4 kids, no job and no education. And it was the other mothers in the community who put their arms around her and made a sturdy foundation for her, and another older mother who pushed her to go to school. And if it wasn't for her, literally, and that community of women that helped, I wouldn't even be here today. So thank you for the work that you're doing, and you all thank you and be encouraged. Thank you for supporting our schools, our teachers, and your kids, because what you do, your kids are watching you. And so they're going to be leaders exactly like you, and you only improve and help our district. So thank you, and that's what my comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Vice President, Ms. Nancy O'Kelly.
Well, I'd like to piggyback on that and say thank you, Elsie, for all you do, all of your hard work, and you are well loved because of it. Was evident tonight. So thank you. Our kids need you. And of course, I want to say congratulations to our Nutrition Services Department, who always make us so proud. I am just, we're just doing amazing things, and you guys go above and beyond, and it shows, and it's helping to put Rialto on the map as school district. So thank you so much. And congratulations to all of the wonderful teachers whose third grade students, see, the key is third grade. The research shows if they're reading at grade level by third grade, they will succeed in the rest of their years of school. If they're below grade level, they are going to struggle, and every year is going to get more and more difficult for them. So we really want them reading at grade level by third grade. And the teachers that were honored tonight, all of their students met or exceeded the standard to be reading, the grade level standard. In other words, they're doing at grade level or better than grade level, and that's saying a lot. So we want to thank them. And congratulations to Myler for becoming a model continuation high school. I think that's amazing and makes me very proud and happy. And I can see the difference when I see kids from Myler. They're very proud of their school. So. Also to Myers Elementary for going to wherever they're going for the Rube Goldberg.
East Coast.
Oh, they're going to the East Coast. Okay, for the Rube Goldberg competition. That's amazing. And Trap placed well. So congratulations to them also. And I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to everybody tomorrow. So have a fun day, full of love, candy, roses, and whatever. And that's all. Thank you.
I want to congratulate everybody that's been congratulated by every board member. I'm not going to repeat it. Thank you. You guys know we appreciate you. You guys know we truly value you. And thank you again for everything that you guys do for our kids, for the parents, for our schools. Thank you again. Can't thank you enough. I do want to thank the representatives from Assemblymember Eloisa Reyes' office for being nice enough to come and present certificates of recognition. Senator Connie Leiva's office, Congresswoman Norma Torres, Congressman Pete Aguilar. It's not every day that the reps can come out and present our district with any recognition, so I want to thank them for sending the representatives down here. I just want to get this meeting over with. So,
second motion.
Is that it? Adjournment? Oh.
Yeah, that's it. Let's get started. All right. Item D, public hearing. There's none. Consent calendar items. All items on the consent calendar will be enacted in one motion unless pulled by the Board of Education members or the superintendent for individual action. We have. Do we have a motion to approve consent calendar items E through J?
We're going to pull that item that we need a clarification on. K. Was it K?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
This is E through J.
H9.
H9.
H9. Do we have a motion to approve all items except H9?
Yes. Oh, so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now we go to item H9. And I believe Ms. Abugwa, I believe you had some information for us regarding this item. Is item number 9. I just want to make a clarification. The amount of money that's being requested to be paid for by special education funds is for an additional week of the training. So aside from the training that's already been approved for, that amount of money is for a whole nother week of training all of the different teachers, administrators, and any of the other staff members that are going to be participating in this training. So I just wanted to point that out, but you can go ahead. How many staff members is it?
Thank you, board members. Thank you, Dr. Avila, and the parents and everyone. Just to explain that we are going into inclusive practices, and the additional money is to continue training the teachers and the administrators into co-teaching and co-planning and equipping the school sites as we continue into improving our instructional practices for students with disabilities.
I'm not quite sure because it's so general. I mean, are we going to each individual school? Are we having large group trainings? And do we have enough people willing to come in June when school is out to be worth the investment of almost $20,000?
Yes, there are some schools that have committed into getting into inclusive practices, and those are the schools we're focusing on right now. They're committed to be full inclusion school sites.
See, my concern is we want to improve our special education program. We want to arm our teachers and administrators and staff with the proper tools and resources that they need to be able to help our children as best as possible. So if this money is being spent on training, critical training, vital training to be able to help our staff members provide better service, provide better services, be able to help our students better achieve their educational goals, then I'm okay with it. But if it's just an expenditure that could rather be used in the classroom or for other types of services like speech therapy or other types of IEP mandated requests, then maybe we should reconsider these $19,000. But again, if it's how many staff members are going to be participating in this week of training? Estimated.
It's about 7 schools right now that we're working on.
7 schools worth
Yes, and we keep on increasing, and those staff members, some of them have not started, so they're starting, and some of them are continuing.
So I did have a little bit of information about schools that have already had the benefit of Ann Benninghoff training. So what we had was Trapp Elementary, when the previous principal is now a middle school principal, she spent a year with her staff with Ann Benninghoff. Ann Benninghoff is the author of Co-Teaching That Works. And I guess it's kind of like Pam Allen for our 3rd grade teachers, the author of Every Child a Super Reader, was here. I guess the way I'd liken it is if Mark Zuckerberg came here to talk to us about social media, we would all listen because they're the expert in that realm. I'm not saying that we can't do gradual release when we spread, but right now, when she's talking about 7 schools potentially, right now we have, in terms of reality, we have Trapp Elementary that's inclusive practices with the coaching of Ann Benninghoff. We're already looking at the data right now. It's the best special ed data we have in the entire district. And so we got Keeney from Boyd saying, I'm on board, and that school's moving this direction. We have Cordiak who's saying, we want to be part of it too. So it's not that we don't want to grow our own and train. I'm just being really frank with you. We're not as good as Ann Benninghoff right now. We got to release her after we scale it more, but we're not that good yet.
I just want to make sure that for this week in June, there's going to be enough staff there, because school is out then, so a lot of people might want to go on vacation.
Last summer. I mean, it's a matter of turning people down. That's how much the desire is for her.
All right.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
comment? Real quick. Sometimes, I guess my mic is not working. So, thank you, Dina.
Look, I wasn't even. I'm contemplating.
Careful, you woke her.
Just thinking that perhaps maybe there might be opportunities with other grants or other monies that we could maybe offset that a little bit. If that's possible, we could save a little dollars here to help those kids in those classrooms. Just throwing it out there.
I just want to make sure enough people get the training to make it worthwhile. That's my point.
No, I understand that, but I'm just pointing out that if there's any monies available in other accounts, right from Peter to pay Paul, it might not be a bad idea to explore it.
And my only question, and I don't know if is going to help the parents or not, too, or what my question is. So the contract that we currently have with Ms. Benninghoff or whatever, we didn't anticipate having to train additional or anticipate wanting to train additional teachers, and did we not anticipate that? So is this an addition of teachers who had not had any training? Or is this we train some people and realize, oh my God, they need some more before we can get there? What does that mean? So is it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because that really is, at this stage, why would we be putting another 20 on and we're just finishing with the
Correct. Is that extra week in June that we need more people trained? Because there was so much demand that the teachers really wanted to be trained in co-teaching. The more students with disabilities are included in the classrooms, and the more special day class are included in general education, we needed to train more teachers and also administrators. So this is why we added this 1 week.
Okay. And so my second part of the question is that, and once you train everyone or everybody receives this training, is there any accountability for them, the knowledge that they've gotten, are they implementing and using it directly into their classrooms?
Correct.
And how are we doing that? How are we assessing whether or not they're actually using this training, considering the additional week?
For example, Trapp Elementary, we're going into the classrooms, we're observing, we're working with teachers, and actually came and sat down with teachers to just evaluate the effectiveness of the practices, and we are seeing that it's making changes even in the instructional practices of our teachers, and that relationship building. So we have our kids in the classroom, like I've observed classrooms, and it's amazing to see what is happening. So there's more accountability, and the principals are in the classrooms also supporting.
Okay.
So the training's already been utilized, and you're already seeing the fruits of
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Mr. President, I want to point out it really is confusing the way it's written in the narrative, because it says, for a total cost of $45,500 effective July 1st, 2018 through June 30th of 2019.
So why would we be paying
Okay,
another?
the special ed offices requesting to add an additional week. There is no more time within that period. So really, it's written poorly, and that's where I'm struggling. So we're really adding people, more sites
Mrs. Lindbergh?
to attend. Is that correct?
Mrs. Lindbergh?
Hi, Lisa Lindbergh, President of the Rialto Education Association. I felt compelled to come to the microphone. I can assure you that our teachers want this training. They will show up in June. They will show up on a Saturday. What they don't want is for this plan of special ed inclusion to just be cast upon them without being adequately prepared and trained. And Ann Benninghoff is a nationally recognized expert in this field of special ed inclusion. And frankly, our parents of special ed students should be clamoring for this. We are behind the rest of the nation when it comes to special ed inclusion in California. I do not want my members put in a situation where they have not been prepared. So I strongly urge you to approve this item. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lindbergh.
Mr. President, my question was not answered.
Mr. Martinez, my explanation was in June, when we had Ann Benninghoff in, before we even got to the new contract, what we saw was a full room. We saw Trapp already implementing for this school year. Then we started to see increased demand. So I was looking at initially 3 potential schools. We're up to 7 to 9 is where we're at right now. So when you see $45,000, that was based on a few schools.
Okay,
So the additional is because we want more people in the room to be prepared for 1920. And so that's really what it is more training to have teachers prepared to roll this out in 19 and 20, and that's why.
Thank you for the clarification,
Sure.
Mr. President.
So I wanted to just kind of respond back even to Ms. Lindbergh's comment. And am I in no way thinking that shouldn't be done?
Right.
I need a clarification on what it's done, and that's because the parents asked for it. Now, the other part about my accountability question is because if there is no, she brought up a great point, if there's no support for the teachers, even after they get their training, when they need additional support to be effective in the classroom, I want to make sure that we're giving them that as well. Because I don't believe that you go to a week's worth of training as a new time and you're going to be that effective. So what I'm saying is thinking long range, I know that a week's worth of training is not going to make a teacher effective in the classroom. And so I'm saying on the pre-thought, we should be thinking about how they're supported even after that, not just this week. And that's why I was asking about, is this additional for people who've already been trained, or is this new? Because we do need more than that, and we want to make sure that they get the support. But there has to be, is there people going to be accountable for making sure that what they have learned, they're using, and when they need some other support, that they get it. So not to be expected that they get a week's training and think everything's going to be super and great. We need to make sure that we're building that whole component in there. Thank you.
And actually, to answer that question, Anne is not just training the teachers. She's training principals, she's training program specialists, instructional specialists, so that we are also equipped to go into the classroom and do exactly what she's doing. So it's a continuing process that we want to continue equipping our teachers so that they can continue being effective with good instructional practices.
Thank you.
And I think for clarification, I don't think it's just a week's worth for any one particular employee. I think it's just an additional week to the already training that they have. And I think to differ, I think many people can learn a lot in a week.
I didn't say they can learn a lot. It's about what they use and implement and make effective.
But we
They're
do
two
have
different
to
things.
we do have to make sure that we follow up and continue the training that they're going to receive, continue to support and give them any resources they need. I'm going to allow comments from the public for just this time, but in general, they're supposed to do it at the comments. It's already passed, and you guys made your comments and your questions. So I don't want to set a precedent that everyone's going to come, but we'll allow it this time.
I want to say something first. You're setting a precedence when you do that.
Yes, okay.
And I would urge you not to do that as a board member.
It's just a comment. It's just a comment. Ultimately, the board is going to vote.
Yes.
Buenas noches. Muchas gracias, Presidente Montes y miembros de la mesa directiva.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Montes and board members.
Nuestro punto es, estamos totalmente de acuerdo en que se entrene a los maestros y a todo el personal.
Our point is that we're completely in agreement that the teachers and all the employees be trained.
Porque ha sido una de nuestras metas en Special Ed, la inclusión. Nuestro punto era también pensando que están desde julio 1 de 2018 y fue un poquito confuso y Mr. Martínez tocó ese punto.
Thinking that they were going to be trained from July 1st, 2018, and that becomes a bit confusing, and Mr. Martinez actually touched upon particular points.
Hasta junio 30 del 2019.
30th of 2019.
Y están pidiendo una semana extra en junio.
And then you're asking for an extra week in June.
Entonces era confuso para nosotros porque junio tiene 30 días.
Because June has 30 days.
Entonces los otros 7 días.
So the other 7 days.
8 días, ese era uno de nuestros puntos.
8 days, that was one of our points.
Pero nosotros estamos de acuerdo en que se entrene.
But we are in agreement that they be trained.
Y el punto importante también era, si están desde julio 1 del 2018,
that if they're in training since July the 1st of 2018,
entrenando al personal,
and you're training the employees, the staff,
¿por qué no el personal que ya está entrenado entrena a los demás?
Why don't you have the staff that has already been trained the others?
They're not ready.
We want the best training.
Right, it's not as good.
Bueno, ese era nuestro punto.
That was our point.
Okay.
Just quick. I do want to say I agree with what Mr. Laya is saying. And I want to clarify that parents that have kids with, different abilities and they get special ed services will never disagree with something that's going to benefit our students. So I want to make that clear, okay? When we question something, it's because we want to make sure that it will be the best that we can give our kids. So we're not refusing, we're not disagreeing, but I do want to make that clear that whenever we question something, it's because we wanted to make sure and assure, and we trust that you guys are going to make the right decision.
Okay.
But we do want, I can go into many details of why is it that we question things, and I don't want to bring the past, but that's the reason why. So thank you so much.
Okay. I just want to thank you guys, but I do want to also let you know that I need to respect my board members, and we generally don't allow during the agenda items, once the agenda starts, only staff members to give input. So I just want you guys to know I appreciate, and I know where you guys are coming from, but please don't put me in a situation where I'm not following the board's and the district's regular protocols. So thank you. Thank you. No, it's okay. Just, do it during the portion where it says comments on the agenda item. Comment and question all your questions and comments at that time, and then we'll get to it when we get to the item. But I can't allow, none of the other board members allow anyone from the public to come up, and don't take it personal, and, and that's all I want to ask. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bugwat. You did very awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kelly. You guys did great. Do we have a motion to approve the item?
So moved.
Thank you, Mrs. Lindberg. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, parents. All right. Now we go to discussion action items. K, approve the change of the date of the Board of Education meeting from Wednesday, March 27th to Tuesday, March 26th.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Number 2, approve the revisions to the district's mission and beliefs based on recommendations of the strategic planning team.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approve the nomination of 2 board members to be part of the ad hoc partnership committee with San Bernardino Valley College and the Rialto Unified School District.
Is that like what we started doing with Valley?
Just for clarification, some of the trustees from the San Bernardino Valley Community College reached out to various board members in regards to meetings and talks to improve partnerships and add additional partnerships. So in speaking with Dr. Avila, we think that it'd be a good idea to create an ad hoc committee. San Bernardino Valley College has a committee, and if we have 2 board members on this committee, the 2 board members can report and update to the board the progress that's being made through these meetings of these committees. Dr. Avila said he would appoint some of the staff members that could appropriately help with this committee and with these goals. And I would like to recommend, if it's okay with the board, I'd like to recommend Board Member Mr. Martinez and Board Clerk Dina Walker be a part of this ad hoc committee, and they can update the board and advise us on any upcoming potential partnerships with Valley College. So do we have a motion to approve Mr. Martinez and
I think we need to ask them if they want to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Do we have a motion to approve Mr. Martinez and Ms. Walker for the ad hoc committee?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any abstains? Any noes? Motion carries. Next, we go to item 4, approve an agreement with CPS HR Consulting to conduct a classification and compensation study of job descriptions in the classified bargaining unit and the management confidential supervisory unit effective February 14, 2019 through June 30, 2019 at a cost of not to exceed $141,000 to be paid from the general fund.
Move to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second. Oh.
Any comments?
It's needed.
it's needed, but I'm shocked that it's going to take such a short period of time.
We went through this years ago, and it took about that long.
How long is it years ago?
It was a few months.
Yeah.
99?
1998.
Yeah.
A few years ago. The one I
21
was
years
involved
ago.
with was over 3 years long.
I think it's about that time. I was worried about the price, but I think it's been long enough.
Right.
Any more questions or comments?
Seems like a lot of money, but, you know.
It's been 21 years since it was last done. The staff deserve this. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, we go to item 5, approve the recommendations of the administrative hearing panel, stipulated expulsion, case number 18-1931, and reinstatements, case numbers 17-1828, 17-1815, 17-1810, 17-1804, and 16-1721.
Move to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I would like to vote aye on 18-1931 and abstain on the reinstatements.
Okay. Did we get that noted? All right. The next regular meeting of the Board of Education of Rialto Unified School District will be held Wednesday, February 27th, 2019 at 7 p.m. at the Dr. John R. Casalunas Education Center, 182 East Walnut Avenue, Rialto, California. Materials distributed or presented to the Board of Education at the board meeting are available upon request from the superintendent's office. And I'm looking for, I don't know if I accidentally gave a sheet that, no, a sheet that we were gonna close the meeting with. Do you guys have another copy?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rosie.
Amazing.
Coming in clutch.
Tonight, we will adjourn the meeting in honor of two employees, former Kolb Middle School teacher, Mr. Rodney Waters, who taught history and special education at Kolb Middle School from 1987 to 2005. He passed at the age of 78 on January 17, 2019. And the second, Mr. Jeffrey Fraser, who was the librarian at Rialto High School until he passed away suddenly this weekend. Mr. Fraser began working in the district in 2002. He was a teacher at Dunn Elementary School and library and media technician at Rialto Middle School before he came to Rialto High in 2010. Funeral services are pending for Mr. Fraser. Our thoughts are with both of their families. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. We go finally to item L, adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Time is 10:04 p.m.